Hello gamers and geeks, and welcome to another D&D session. I'm Anthony M, the DM, and I run games of Dungeons and Dragons on the Games and Geekery Discord server. And today we are playing The Chase. We're on episode number 24. Here we are. And it occurred to me, well, one of my friends who watches the stream didn't realise that it was not only allowed but encouraged for you guys watching at home to comment on the stream and tell us what you think the party should be doing. Please comment and like, because if you interact with the stream while we're running the game, we're more likely to get the algorithm realizes that this is something that people want to watch and offers it to more people to watch it. So, yeah, help us get out there. Like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, all that good stuff. Now, first, before we get into the game itself, would the players each like to intro their characters?
I am playing Big Man. He is a auto-gnome wizard artificer. And he wants to know things.
He wants to know things.
That's me done.
I could go next. I play Damocles Ulyss, who is a Levistus Tiefling. He is a paladin bard warlock. Currently feeling quite pleased, being as Dunce somehow managed to stay alive through the brain surgery that he suggested.
Yeah, that was a little extreme.
He's feeling
anybody going back to the previous episode, there may be a trigger warning for surgery. Just heads up. Alright, who's next?
I can go next. I play Rivis, the Triton Barbarian Paladin. I heard about what was happening in the last session. I just kind of stayed away.
You just avoided it.
Yeah, just no.
Just
That's outside my area. No.
Did your heebies get GB'd? Hi, Jeff. And we will be getting Blood Dancer with us. They have passed out in the handcart at the moment, but for now, last but not least, Amira, would you be so kind as to intro yourself?
My name is Amanda. I play Amira, a reborn Amethyst Gem Kobold Dragon.
Yay! You got that down pat now. Nice.
Yep.
Okay, what happened last time we played?
So, we had camped out in the in Skelbany. So we sort of managed to avoid the worst parts of the fighting. And the next morning when we all woke up, we decided to try and solve the issue of Blood Dancer not being able to speak our language.
Mm-hmm.
So we also did some various shopping. Oh, sorry, that was after. So we went to Dr. Frankel's house.
Yes, you did.
And for absolutely no cost whatsoever, which was quite amazing. I guess he just looked at it as a sort of fun experiment, as a hobby.
He's got some spare brains around.
Did brain surgery on Blood Dancer, and basically gave her an extra piece of the language centre of her brain, which allowed her to finally speak the common tongue. So we all speak it here in Skelbania country, and then we obviously Blood Dancer was a little bit groggy, so we found or stole, let's say, a handcart from round the back of Dr. Frankel's house with lightning striking it constantly at the top. Don't know how that happens. Anyway, then we made our way down the road and we managed to get to Traveller's Rest, and very miraculously Traveller's Rest was once again the bustling little town that it had been before Aru unleashed holy hell on it.
Yes.
And we...
And the Blood Feud party still have no idea that happened. Go on. Sorry?
And we went and bought some lovely sweets.
Yes, you did.
And we were all eating our sweets.
Yay.
So, that was the main part of the sort of,
Yeah. Those are the...
was our main accomplishment, at least.
Without going into too much gruesome detail of the brain surgery, which is nice. Okay. So yes, you are still exploring the market of Traveller's Rest. Blood Dancer has passed out in the handcart for now. Then I think there was some talk in the RP chat of going into the tavern, but I know you haven't done that yet. What do you guys want to do?
Well, we already had someone offering to buy a mirror, I think, didn't we? Someone came up to us and was trying to buy a mirror. We said no.
Surprised they didn't try to buy Big Man too, given that he's an automaton.
I wasn't there. I was in the forge. I was in the blacksmith.
Oh yeah, you've got a job there, practically, right?
No, it was just testing out to get scraps of metal. Just for whatever mechanical needs need met.
Okay, so as far as you were concerned, that was a one-off.
Yes.
All right. So you've got your... What did you do with the scraps?
He's currently just still holding on to them. He hasn't
Waiting
had
for
the
an
downtime.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Amira says, whoa, I ain't for sale. But yes, they probably would be mentioned more than once, or assumed by several of the other adventuring parties in town, that you are hoping to sell Amira to Lord Merchant Dredvick up on the hill. And some of them are even going straight to, like, instead of saying anything about, oh, you're trying to sell it, that they would go straight to, haha, you're not going to get anything for that weedy little thing.
That's no way to talk to it.
Wasn't talking to it.
Oh, raw.
Not talking to you either.
Yeah, like, Big Man, maybe you should be careful, because they might try and buy you too.
Oh, I wouldn't let them. They'd have a fireball straight to their face before they even could try to.
Sensitive, isn't it?
I'm not for sale. He just kind of let off like a faux smile.
We'll see about that.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. I just a word of warning. I happen to be strong, and I know how to defend myself.
Sure you do. Do you know what? I believe you. And all the other people who like to boast how strong they are. Every single one of them, I'm sure, is a mighty fortress.
Now, piss off. Off you go. Shoo, shoo, shoo. And he's kind of flicking him away with it. He's kind of flicking him away.
The really strong, of course, don't need to tell anyone they're strong. It's pretty fucking obvious.
That's a shame.
It is a shame.
Yeah.
Because if you have to go around telling everyone you're strong, then it's not self-evident, is it?
You don't seem to be. You don't seem to be. I don't really look the strongest. It's kind of a hidden. It's a hidden feat, you could say.
Sure.
Now, shoo.
You know, I was here first, and I don't take kindly to being bossed around by some wizard's mechanical idiot.
First off, not an idiot. Second off, I am my own person.
Sure you are.
Oh God, this is the second bloody conversation I've had about this. I am my own person. Listen to my friend here. All of the party are telling you to shoot. So listen. Please. And you just kind of do like, take your best customer service smile.
They're sincere but not sincere, yeah. It's a pretty impressive bit of kit you got there, I must say. It really does think it's people, doesn't it? How do you do it? He says probably to yeah, probably to Rivers. Despite being blue, you are the most, you know. Yeah, every single person in this party is kind of a... Yeah.
Yeah. None of us are normal. We're all freaks.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, Rivers, this thug, this mercenary monster hunter, is asking you how you made Big Man, and convinced him he was people. If you're not careful, you'll learn what wave is from the business end. Alright.
I didn't make him. I met up with him. He's a living creature, sort of.
Oh, so you just found it wandering around on its own without a master, right?
Well, it has a soul, so...
It might think it does, and it might have convinced you it does, but there's no fucking way. But you know what? I'm not actually as smart as Lord Merchant Dreadvic, He's the one that we actually hunt monsters for, and he pays us for it. If anybody would know whether or not this little mechanical gnome really is what it claims to be, you'd be the one to know. Why don't we all go see him, eh? Sorry, what?
Or maybe he just knows for himself that he's, alive.
Right.
She messaged me earlier. Do not have anything since.
And if a dog told you it could sing, you'd believe it, right?
Well, if a dog is talking to me and saying I can sing, it can probably sing.
I gotta agree with him on that.
Don't trust a dog. Cats are even worse. Well, anyway, like I said, perhaps the best person to talk to is the guy that runs this town. Fella up on the hill.
I can put it on the telephone, actually. Probably should.
Heck, if you can prove to him that you can think for yourself, maybe you can get yourself somewhere to live here. It's a nice little town. For real people.
Would that shut you up? And would that make you leave us alone?
Sure. Unless, of course, I want to borrow a cup of sugar from you. His buddies laugh at that.
You. Well. What do you say, guys? Yay or nay? As he turns to the rest of the party.
Do you feel the...
Oh, why not?
Okay.
Why not? Because
Basically, this guy
feeling
is
like
challenging...
freedom of like being able to just randomly do whatever he wants. So he's like, why not? Sounds good.
Fair enough. But Amira and Rivis, sounds to you, it probably sounds to you like this guy is saying that Big Man needs to prove that they're a real person. How do you feel about that?
I really don't like that, but maybe this guy can help point us towards a way to make some money, because now that we're on the surface, we're going to need some way to pay for everything.
This is true. So you're saying that maybe this Lord Merchant Dredvik fellow could help you make money? Or do you mean that this hunter?
And then if he wants to be a dick about whether or not Big Man's a real person, that's his prerogative.
Alright. So you're up for visiting the mansion just to see if you can get paying work. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like to me before he went mute. Okay. Any protests?
What's up? I'm just under a telegram.
Okay. Up the hill we go then. Big Man will have to do the Turing test. There is no Turing in this reality.
I didn't send it the first one.
Well, this the version that this guy wants to do.
Nah,
His version of the Turing test.
nah, they'll just give you some wobbly letters and ask you to say it. Ask you what it says.
Yeah, little box thing. Are you a robot?
Are you a robot?
Yeah.
Just hit me with the shite Roblox capture.
Tick. Yeah. They, find all the dogs in this picture or something.
Mm-hmm. Okay then. So yeah, you're making your way up the hill. You meet another group of thugs on the way down. The guy that taunted you doesn't. He and his party don't follow you up. They just they continue drinking outside the tavern and laughing at the very idea that Dredvik would take you seriously, apparently.
Why do all the humans have to be scummy? Like the Drows, at least. That's an overstatement. Ogres were better than this.
Ogres were better than this. You've been captured by ogres before? Someone might ask.
Yeah. I need to put a list together of what he has done, but ogres are on there.
In character, would anybody actually be curious about his casual mentioning of ogres being kinder than humans?
Yes.
Alright.
Intrigued. What makes you say that?
Go down that way.
Oh, you know how you met me through the owl bears.
Yeah, so you'd previously been with ogres and they'd been nicer than, us?
Well, they're less snooty
We've been
about
nice
it.
to you, big man.
Oh no, yes, you are, but I don't quite think. Don't get me wrong, you guys don't exactly. You're not on the same level as them, and everyone in this town seems to be rather snooty. Not the most. I've held back quite a few fireballs. Let me say it that way.
Ready to unleash flame. Okay. You make the rest of the way up to the top of the hill. You see this big mansion. It's you can identify it as a mansion because you've seen the Drow great houses, but instead of it being like tall and spindly and covered in cobweb designs, this thing is broad and stocky and square by comparison, you know? But are you gonna walk up to the door and knock? Or are you just gonna loiter?
Knock. Just gonna loiter outside. No, we're gonna knock.
A gaunt-faced gentleman answers the door. Looks like he's about to speak, and then notices the people on his doorstep are a Triton, a tiefling, an unconscious half-elf, half-orc in a wheelbarrow, in a handcart rather, an auto-gnome, and an undead kobold. And he steps out of the doorway and looks both ways to see if you're accompanied by anyone. What are you doing here?
We were told to come. And you've got an interesting collection of things to look at. Kind of like a living museum.
That we do. Were you looking for accommodation amongst the other creatures?
No. We look like we want to be imprisoned. We just came to look.
No one said anything about a prison. Prisons are where you send criminals. People. Not monsters.
Well, okay, well, let's have a look then. I mean, you know.
Very well.
You don't want us to let us. You don't want to let us in. We'll go away. That's fine. We were just intrigued.
If you want to see what we have available, and perhaps make a purchase of a creature, we can make those arrangements. Wait
Let's see
here.
what you've got first.
Wait here, and I'll have somebody come collect you. He does not invite you into the house.
There you go.
Mm.
Has he left the door open? We just wander in.
No, nope.
Ah, that would be funny.
A few minutes later, a young lad comes up to you from a nearby large barn-like building, and he says, "Hi, are you the group that want to tour of the bestiary?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We follow you.
Yeah.
Are you the tour guide?
You could say that. I'm the chief animal handler. My name's Wesley. Been the chief for a
Wesley.
week since the last chief, got eaten. But yeah, they're all perfectly safe. We've got a good rapport, me and the animals. I must say it's a little. I wasn't expecting to see folk like yourselves. Usually we get like fancy folk in gold and velvet clothing and pale skin and ruddy cheeks and stuff, But anyway, are you looking for something to ride, something to eat, something to amaze your friends?
Amakos would look at Rivis. How did you say you wanted to thinking about getting something to ride?
You can put on
Rivers?
But I can take and learn, find Steed to summon them out for me.
Yeah, but not like these, you can't. What we got is
Well, we can at
spectacular.
least- We can at least look at them, can't we?
Yeah.
I'll
of course
give you some ideas for when you want to summon a steed.
All right. So, follow me. We'll head over to the mounts first, and he heads back towards to the large barn-like building. Opens the double doors and pauses for a moment while you take in the scene. There are several stable-like structures in rows. Up and going from the front of the building to the back. In each of the stalls, is, for the most part, there's a couple that are empty, but for the most part, every stall has some sort of magical creature or mythical beast in it. A couple of them have been modified so that instead of it being a wooden pen, it's a large brass and glass tank. But he and there's all kinds of different creatures there, all things that you've never seen before and wouldn't have names for. But Wesley, after allowing you to take it all in, gestures for you to follow him, and as he goes down to the leftmost row of creatures.
As we are looking around, is there anything that Damokos would recognise as sentient?
Quite a lot of them look they have aspects of their bodies that make them look like people. For example, there's a rather big fellow that, besides being hairy and having hooves on his feet, and a head that looks something like a deep Roth, the rest of his body, from neck to ankles, looks just like a large, muscular but hairy dude.
It's still there. It's still attached.
One of the tanks contains a woman, or at least she appears to be a blue-skinned woman from the waist up. From the waist down, she has a tail, and she's completely submerged in water. But like I said, you were led away from the spectacle of the entire complex to look specifically. Well, these are all interesting, but I don't know if we can afford anything. Specifically to the mounts, where he shows everything from horse-like creatures, one of which has a single horn in the middle of its head, a beard like a billy goat, and a tail like a lion. Another creature that seems to be horse-like in the back, but have where its forelegs should be are the talons of an eagle, and it also has the head and wings of an eagle. Another creature resembles a lion with a disturbingly human-like face that also has wings. And there's a whole. All of them are chained up, and those that have wings, have their wings bound tightly to their flanks.
Are you sure all of these aren't somewhat human?
What are you talking about?
The defeated no. It's so unkillable.
I mean, they look vaguely human. A lot of them, especially in the room previous. You know that that thing with the tail, the thing with the tail in the water.
Oh, the merfolk. Yeah, that's they deliberately make themselves look like people so they can lure men into the ocean and drown them and eat them.
Huh.
They're monsters, trust me. She almost took my arm off once.
Are you sure it's not because they're caged in captivity?
They're not smart. They're just creatures. They just hunt. They just wanna. Have you heard of the 3 Fs?
Enlighten me.
Heard of 3 Fs?
Yeah.
Amakost looks at Big Man.
Animals just
Surely
want
you've
to.
heard of this.
Animals
Surely you've
just.
heard of this.
Animals just want to fight, feed, and reproduce.
I just wanted to hear you say it. But are you sure that's not too different from humans?
We're smart. We are. We can reason and figure stuff out and shit. We're way smarter than these things.
To attempt to communicate with her in, I believe I know Aquan.
Yeah. I thought that Rivis might want to talk with the mermaid. So,
Well, especially with this guy going off that she's not smart and all this. It's like, dude, she's a fish person. I'm a fucking fish person, just a different variety.
so what you
Really driving the insult here, buddy.
what are you gonna say to her?
I'm okay, thank you.
I'm going to ask if she can understand me and if he treats her fairly.
She nods and then quietly says, "I've got because none of the others can understand
Need the source.
the clicks and squeals that she's making, but she says, Wesley does his best. He's kinder than the last one, but he doesn't understand what we are."
He calls you monsters. Obviously, that's not entirely the case.
Monster is a relative term, isn't it? To us that live in the ocean, the Sawagan are monsters because they viciously attack like crazed sharks, caring little for our families and our way of life. To these,
That's pretty much how he views you.
Let the place go.
exactly. They don't know any better. How can they, since they don't even
Want me to?
have an understandable language?
Some animals don't have any kind of language, but humans and other races do have their own languages.
Do they? You understand their ape noises? Their strange bellows and yips?
Yeah, it's a language I learned when I started fighting.
Was there?
Fighting?
I fight for money.
You okay?
Oh, I was hoping you were a great soldier,
What's up?
a hero.
Well, yeah, kind of. We've mostly been just on the run.
We can't afford to pay you, even if we did want to be liberated.
We're fine.
We have nothing. Just our gratitude to give.
I think you're a little bit bigger than Madison.
But I wouldn't recommend that you and your small party of misfits attempt to overpower these humans. They have magics I don't understand.
Well, I will try and negotiate your freedom from this place.
Then 2 hours ago.
I don't know if my friends will go along if I just start fighting everyone. I'm sure Wave has no issue helping out mermaids, but
You're wielding Wave?
yeah.
Then maybe there is hope.
Probably.
Okay. I have learned long ago not to get too excited at the prospect of freedom. But the very
I have
presence.
I have an idea.
Oh?
I'm going to turn to I want to say it was Big Man that had the comprehend languages spell.
Oh yeah, tongues.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one. Yeah. That's the one that you can cast on someone as well, right?
Yeah.
So that they can understand everything that's spoken.
I'll
to
ask
them.
if he can cast that on the
On Wesley?
warden. Yes.
This may seem strange. This may seem what I'm about to do is strange, but he'd don't worry about it. He'd hold as far.
What the fuck you doing?
Make contact and cast tongues. Oh, you needn't worry about it. Now you
What
can
did you do to me?
understand. Oh, yeah, you can just understand them all now. And he'd gesture around.
Understand all of who?
These monsters. He'd put in air quotes.
The manticore nearby says, I think he means us.
Yeah, that's why it was. That's why it was in air quotes. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he can understand us now, says the hippogriff. What the fuck?
Showing you that all these creatures, or at least some of these creatures, are in fact intelligent.
John, do you want to head out west?
Do you have any more of the hay that makes me feel all floaty? I think I'm coming down from the last batch, says the unicorn. Wait, you knew that I was drugging you? Yeah, of course, silly.
Has he gone to the stables, is he? Going to find Marianne and speak to Hunter.
You know, my horn is magic, and I can, like, neutralize any poisons and diseases that I want with it, right? I'm only drugged because I want to be.
Yep.
Holy shit. They can talk? They all talk?
Yes. Yes. I was trying to say that.
Most creatures, if they have some intelligence, have a language that they use.
Fuck me.
What time?
What?
What? Nothing. Ignore me. I said nothing. Focus on everything else.
Once the animals, once the creatures that are penned up in there begin to realise that Wesley can understand them, they all start talking, and Wesley very quickly starts getting overwhelmed with, you know, all the everyone yelling him at once. Clean out my stable! There's too much shit in here, man. Hey, when are you gonna feed us again? Hey, when are you gonna feed us again? You know, you really should probably just let us all free. I mean, it's not fair that we're stuck in here. All right, enough! I can't do this. One at a time.
Alright.
So, of course, to those of you who don't have tongues cast on them, it's still fairly loud and obnoxious hearing all of these creatures roaring, bleating, chittering, singing in some cases, all at the same time.
And then you can ask him if he wants to
to Rivers?
He's accidentally muted himself, or
Isn't
Probably
it?
internet.
noise was going on in the background.
Can you hear me?
We
Yep.
can hear you now.
And now.
We got
Okay.
as far as
Uh.
I'm going to take and pull Wesley like closer to me and say,
Ooh.
so let's let all the creatures that want to be free go, and then we can learn this spell so that you can help these animals feel more at home.
But you don't understand. This represents a fortune of wealth for the Lord Merchant. If they get loose, we'll just have to hunt them all down again to recoup his expenses, and it's not gonna. I might even get fired.
Yeah.
Oh,
The merfolk need to be let go at the very least.
you
Or
go and
we're
earn
gonna
a
have an
more
issue.
honest living elsewhere, Wesley. You don't have to do this. Sure, someone will hire someone of your clearly superior talents. I
But
attempt to
this
persuade
is-
him.
You can try, but he's still gonna say that this is my apprenticeship. This is how I move up the ladder. If I work well for the Lord Merchant, I can get a merchant's license of my own and open my own shop. All of that will be thrown away if I help these things.
Well, it won't entirely be thrown away if you release the animals who are combative of the captivity, and you keep the ones that enjoy the services you provide, and you can become as the merchant, who is the animal whisperer, creature whisperer.
Wait, this spell that you've put on me is permanent then? I'm always going to be able to talk to them?
Well, no, you'd have to learn how to cast it for yourself.
Oh, I can't cast
It
it.
does
Or
only
find
last an
some kind
hour.
of-
What was that, big man?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it does only last an hour.
Then I can't really make a career out of it now, can I?
You seem to be a very enterprising person. I'm sure you'd land on your feet wherever you went.
No, but you don't
Look at us.
understand.
We were
The-
slaves last week. Look at us now, free, walking around on the surface and
Oh.
everything.
Oh, you won't be free for long, trust me. The merchants have it all sewn up, you see. They help each other out. And you've got a chance of a good life if you're noble, if, like, you know, like human or elf or gnome or dwarf. But if you're, well, like yourselves, you'll never get a leg up. The best you can hope for is manual labor. There's no freedom. Not here, anyway. Maybe across the...
Glare at him and pointedly lift up his instrument, like as in, look.
What'd you say?
He'll lift up his instrument, like his flute or whatever he's got.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, I can, go around making music. I don't have to worry about this.
The noble races aren't gonna pay you anything because of the color of your skin and the horns on your head. They'll never pay you what you're worth. And the beast folk and other monsters, even if they do have the means to make money, they'll need it all to prevent themselves and their families from starving. Wherever you came from, you're better off going back there. At least if you're under someone else's ownership, you get fed, you get a roof over your head, and you know that you'll never have to look for work. It'll just be given to you. I envy you, honestly.
Oh
Life is too difficult if you have to go looking for it. You guys get it given to you. River says, I'm a gladiator from the ocean cities. I've lived enough life under somebody else. Well, if you feel like you've lived enough life, then I can't stop you. But I hope you've made your peace with your whatever you guys have for gods. I apologise for the background laughter. It's kind of ruining the vibe, but whatever.
Oh well.
He seems very depressed. I don't think he's enjoying his apprenticeship.
Well, no, it...
What?
Did we just... Is Amanda okay?
She just had to go and deal with something.
Hope so.
Yes, he's on a phone.
Sorry, what?
She has a phone call, I think.
Ah, okay.
no!
Okay.
So... Wesley is clearly of the opinion that it's a grind. You have to become an apprentice and to have any hope of getting a proper vocation. And
Are you okay?
it would be a lot easier if he was just somebody's slave. Do you guys want to try and rid him of that notion, or
No, don't
do you
do
kind
that
of see his
once,
point?
I'm
You.
I think
That
he's
is-
very cynical.
Yes, that's an incredibly cynical way of looking at things. I can't speak from the slavery aspect, but so long as you're kind, I'm sure you could find another noble that wants animals, wants like horses or something looked after.
No, they're all part of the same old boys club, you see. If I get a
Bunny, what are you doing?
if I get a bad if I get a reputation for being a bad worker, no one will ever hire me.
Well, in that case, Wesley, I think it would be a very good idea if you left us here and pretended to be somewhere else very far away, and that you'd never actually met us and seen us at all. And before you came, we'd already run off.
Better idea, because then if I never showed up to show you around and you just broke into here, then I'd be in all kinds of trouble for that too. So, tell you what,
So what do you want us to do? Shall I tie you up?
knock me out.
Beat you up a little?
Yeah,
Okay. No, we'll knock you out.
make it look good.
Of course, we'll heft Steve and turn it so it's like, he's got the hilt.
You're gonna hit him with the pommel of your
Plonk
sword.
him on the head. I am, yes.
Roll the hit.
Are you okay?
6.
Are you okay? Sorry, my ears were filled there.
Do we have... Ooh. You should tell them I have a family. I need this job. Think of the children. Good advice, Ashley. Okay, that definitely hits. How much damage do you do with the pommel of your sword? It's probably only going to be a D4 plus your strength.
Okay.
Assuming you don't use your...
5 points of damage. Well, I don't want to actually kill the guy.
Yeah, he's unconscious. You're fine.
Cool. Just knock him out is what we're aiming for.
Mhm. So,
okay,
yeah.
right. Go to it, Rivis. Let's open those cages.
Walking normally. Good person up then. And then we should take those quick, see if Marianne
I will go down the line and start opening any cages that don't look like they're openly hostile towards me.
Okay.
Oh, do you want tongs? I can give you tongs. This will make your life much easier.
Ugh.
I don't know. That's not nice.
Rivis, do you have any proficiency with thieves' tools to pick locks and shit?
Nice, oh, nice.
I think so.
And are you just going to break the locks?
Damokos got a +5 to sleight of hand, so Damokos could try.
Do you also...
Urchin background.
You don't actually have thieves' tools, though. Sleight of hand is for, like, pickpocketing and shit. Sorry.
Okay.
Rivis, do you want to just break the locks, if you can?
Yes.
Perhaps with some help from Amira.
Yeah.
Smash. I'm sure with a D20 plus... Let's see, for Rivis it's +6, for Amira it's +7. Yeah, a D20 +7 with advantage could probably deal with any padlock in the place. What sort of creature are you going to release first?
I'm going to lock the enclosure to the merfolk first.
Well, in her case, it's a
Um,
hatch on top of her tank.
Told Mr. Green we literally just came from there and we were doing errands.
She's going to say to you as you are
Yeah, it's just a few
climbing up
minutes.
there
It's very odd
to
and
unlock it. What are you doing?
I want to find
We're not-
first.
I can't breathe out there. Not for long. I'll dry out.
Well, I can't just pick up your entire container and move you.
No. Don't worry about me. Leave me here. Free the others. There is another enclosure that's a big tank close by. A couple of them, actually. One of them you can see from here seems to contain a giant squid pushing against the glass with its tentacles. The other looks empty.
What did you just do, Toby?
Tried to climb up and the box is slid off.
That's my scarf, bud.
Yep, he's trying to make a bed out of it. So, there's also myconids and owlbears and Giant elks.
My only thought to try and work with her would be putting her inside a bag of holding and fill it with water.
That could work. There's a bullet, a carrion crawler, a centaur, a chul, a coatl, a whole bunch of cockatrices, a dark mantle, an ettercap, a flump, also in a tank, a Fomorian, a Galabdur, gargoyle, some ghouls, another tank seems to have a gibbering mouther in it. There's some gnolls chained up.
You thingy block.
There's a gorgon with a muzzle around its metal face. There's a grell and a grick all chained up. A griffin. A grimlock. A harpy. A hellhound. You've already seen the hippogriff. If everyone's in agreement, we can open all of them and they understand they leave us alone. A hog horror. A Kuatoa. A Lamia. A lizard folk. You've already met the Manticore. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different... The Minotaur. Obviously. Myconids. A nightmare. An ogre. A Nothic.
So much.
Wait, if they're myconids, then surely the spores would
For a long time.
be all over the spot.
They're also in a tank.
Oh yeah. Okay.
A Notiuk. A Periton. A tank full of flippin' pixies. A Quaggoth all chained up. A Remoraz all chained up. A Rust Monster. A Salamander. Shambling Mound. A Red Slod. A Sphinx. Thrycreen, Troll, Troglodyte, Umber Hulk, Unicorn you've already met. A Zorn, a Yeti, a Wanti Abomination, and that's it, pretty much. Big man would go help the pixies.
Yeah.
Lizard folk, that's bad, they're definitely intelligent. Yeah. Ashley says, I don't know, I think it's a 50-50, he'll still get fired. Then he could seek revenge on the adventurers later, a nice little mini arc, you know? I could give you tongues. I could give you tongues, dude, laugh. Want me to give you the tongue?
Wesley the Apprentice.
Go on.
Stuff. Yeah.
Wesley the Apprentice what?
Is Beastmaster.
Apprentice Beastmaster. Yes, he's unconscious at the moment. Did anybody stabilize him, by the way?
Here earlier, so.
Right, we should probably do that.
Yeah,
So,
I'll stabilize him. lay on hands?
If you want to do that,
Is there a horse in there?
that would make him conscious again. However, if you do a medicine
I
check,
don't want him to come. Yeah, I don't want him to come back conscious. Let's do a medicine check.
mm-hmm.
I have a +6 in med.
Hopefully. But then, big man, Damocos has only got
+1.
+1.
If that's what we're wanting, then it is best. I mean, if we want to keep him alive, then I'll keep him alive. Then I'd do a medicine check. E20 +6. If anyone wants to help me, they can.
Back to Storm then?
You want advantage?
Yeah, that's kind of the goal.
I'll help so that we don't end up accidentally killing this guy.
You're busy freeing things, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Makes sense that Damocos, who wanted to stabilize Wesley, would be the one helping, right?
And then before I open each cage, I basically announce.
So, big man, you'd have advantage on the medicine check. And
Yes, naturally.
very nice.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And Rivis, you can, start smashing locks. Anything in particular that you want to free first? Do you want to make an insight check actually on which would be the wisest creature to release first?
Sure. And I kind of shout out to each of the creatures.
Oh dear.
That if they can understand me, to back away from the door so that I can break it open, and then they are free to leave. Just no hurting.
Okay, so what are you gonna release first?
Let's see. In that one on that insight, I feel like I would go for the Otiuk or maybe the Red Slod. Something stupid like that.
Alright. I mean, the big frogman looks smart, right? He seems to be understanding you.
We've encountered a Red Slod before.
Have you?
Yes, because I had a whole conversation and then they started going off that he wanted to put a seed inside us to grow into a new Red Slod, and then we're like, okay, what happens to us? Oh, you die. And no.
It is a great honor. Yeah. Alright. So, you're going to release the Red Slod?
Yes.
He does back up away from the from the door to his stable, allowing you to. And then of course you'd break the lock around his ankle too, right?
Are you okay?
Yes, any creatures that are secured in the cage itself, I would release.
Aye. As soon as you have, well, actually, go ahead and do an athletics check.
No.
With advantage if Amira is helping you. Oh, never mind. That's not necessary. Soon as you bust the lock, guess what the slot does?
Wants to lay eggs. Someone. That's what they like to do, isn't it?
Does an 11 or an 18 hit?
The 18 does.
Okay. So the claw only does 6 points of piercing damage, but can you make a Constitution saving throw?
So I'm just double checking my sheet.
And in your head you hear the words, "You are worthy."
I'm checking. Oh, just Grace. Okay, he'll be fine.
Accept my gift. Ooh. You rejected the gift. Well done. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Ye.
He was not worthy after all.
How do you respond?
Very glad I carry DCA on me these days.
Rivis. You just got clawed. There was also an attempted biting.
Do you need me to get in my bag, or are you able to get up on your own?
What do you do?
I'm going to give you one chance that was just a reaction to being stuck inside a cage. Leave or die.
I will leave
Thank you for that.
when the time is right. There is something I must do first, he says telepathically.
And whatever, just no more biting people.
No biting. Very well. And he slashes at you twice with his claws. I'm assuming the 13 misses, but the 24 hits, yes?
Yes.
That's another 6 points of piercing damage. And can you make another con save, please? You pass again. What now? And is anybody else getting involved here?
Sorry?
Is anyone else getting involved?
Yeah, Damakos would go and help. Do I need to roll initiative or anything?
Yeah, if you want to be in the fight, roll initiative. Let's do it properly. Let's roll initiative.
Okay.
D20 plus 1.
I always forget there's this fucking ravine here.
Ooh. Big man,
Yellow.
are you rolling initiative?
Oh no, big man would yeah, I'll roll initiative. I feel like big man would be a bit, would want to get these spreads, the words, the pixies free.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Shan is
probably
calling.
should've said that.
Hey Shan, you on your way home?
Yeah, sorry, running a bit late. I didn't interrupt him whilst cashing up. I'll be down as quick as I can, sorry.
We know. It's fine. Join us when you can. Be safe.
Okay, alright, see you soon. Bye.
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 Anyway. So what's your roll, big man?
Oh yeah, sure. I did 20.
You can
That's one.
you can still do the freeing, but you'll do it on your turn.
Yeah.
That makes sense. 12. Okay.
12.
12. So it will be Amira first with a 17, followed by Damakos with a 16. Then the Slard on 14. Toby, why are you scratching at yourself? Right close to the microphone. And then Big Man. And then Rivers.
Yes, it goes or something like that.
Amira! I'm assuming you're going to rage and attack the Slard.
Yes.
If it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
He got grazed. I need to get him med back for
Pretty
him.
much.
It'll be fine.
Rawr. So, yep, you got 2 attacks.
A local got angry that he has gone out.
I can't remember. Do I get advantage? If I go reckless, I do.
You can choose to attack recklessly, in which case you have advantage on the attack. But they also have advantage on attacks against you. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Because
I'm gonna go ahead and attack recklessly.
sweet. So 2 iterations of D20
Winnie,
plus 7
get
space
$10 and get med back for me,
ADB.
please.
Very nice, both of those hit. So if you're swinging two-handed, that would be 2d10 plus
Yeah.
12.
Did we use it? Okay, I'll pop him over here, out the way, and then I'll
Oh,
go.
wands, nasty. 14 points of damage.
Ooh.
Lowest possible damage. Oh well.
Dear.
I'll pay you back.
Not much you can do about it.
2 nat ones.
Mhm.
No.
Damakos.
Yep. I am going to. What should I do? I think I might. A.
Hit it with a moonbeam.
I'm going to stick a moonbeam on top of that thing. Yeah.
Mhm,
So you need to do a con save for me.
mhm. Yep. 20 plus 3 space ADV. 19.
Oh damn it! Well, that's
So
gonna.
half of the.
Okay.
Oh, you
Well,
upcast it, did you?
Half of 11, so it's
5.
that's 5 damage.
Yeah.
Obviously, the moonbeam will stay on it.
Yes.
So.
That's okay. On your turn, you
Moves
notice.
out.
Sorry?
As it moves out of it, obviously.
Yes. Is that the end of your turn?
I will do Bardic Inspiration on whoever the next person in the turn order is. Who is that?
The Slard.
Oh,
And
not
then
the Slard.
And then after that, it's Big Man.
Okay, on Big Man then. Okay, Big Man, you got Bardic Inspiration.
Oh.
And that's a D. What?
I think it's D8.
Depends on what level. Bard they're at. It's a D6 at the moment, according to your
1d6
character.
is it
Yeah.
now?
Yep.
I think it's D6 right now. So
Yeah,
it's
because you only got
1d6.
3 levels in Bard. Yep. So.
Yeah.
I tweaked my ankle and it hurts. Okay, so after you've done your Bardic Inspiration, the Slard takes their turn, and the first thing that happens is that some of the wounds caused by Amira and Damakos heal. Just a little bit. Not all the way. But halfway.
Well, also, doesn't it take more moonbeam damage on the start of its turn?
It would.
Unless it rolls dex to get out.
Well, let's see. When a creature... Yeah. It must make a con save. Again. +3 with advantage. 13 this time.
It fails.
Yeah, so it's going to take
We'll
the
take-
full blow. 5. All 5 points of damage.
Pathetic. That's so bad. But it's still in the moonbeam
Yeah.
currently.
Okay. And then it's going to turn its attention to actually, are kobolds considered humanoid? Yes, fantastic. Okay, so yeah, the slide is going to turn its attention to Amira, recognizing that the
Amira is
barber.
a reborn.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, let me double check something else. Race reborn.
Is it put eggs in an undead person?
No, still humanoid.
Reborn?
Still humanoid. They should be considered undead, but yeah, D&D silly sometimes, so they're still classified as humanoid.
Because they're player characters mainly.
Yeah, that's right. And Boosh. 25 and 11. I'm thinking on the only the 25 hits. So that's the bite. The red slad does 2d4 plus 3 of non-magical piercing damage, which means that Amira is only going to take 4 points of damage from that. And then Big Man.
Yellow.
It was all
Big
yellow.
Man.
What's Big Man gonna
Would-
do? Na na na
would
na
go-
na 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 Big Man.
He'd go to the
Fairy tank.
to the fairy tank. Is there like a obvious lock or something? That-
There's a big, heavy, brass hatch on the top of the tank.
I will magic missile it.
Okay.
Second level.
4d4 plus 4.
Wait, can I just wait? Hold on. What's yeah?
Or can you just what?
Do this. God damn it!
You want to do
I love
vortex
that.
swap?
Vortex swap them out.
Let's take a look at the wording. Magically twist space around another creature you can see within
It's
range.
one singular creature.
The target must succeed on a con save or is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. So you could get one out, potentially.
Cool. I'll just tell them to watch out, and then I'll Silvery at first level.
Silvery what?
No, not Silvery. Magic missile at first level.
Magic
on
missile.
the on the hatch.
For at first level, so 3d4 plus
Yes.
3.
3. 11.
11 points of damage.
Now I'd be aiming for the hinges.
Of course. They hit the hinges. Nothing seems to happen.
Lovely. I guess that's turned done.
Okay. Reddit.
Oh, yeah.
Go on.
Wait, could he try and push the
Swedish.
try like push the hinge, or try push the hatch like slightly?
You want to push
Now.
down on the hatch?
Yeah. Or just like try push it so the way it opens to see if it.
Given that you are intelligent, you would know that this hatch swings up. Like, once you've turned the handle to unlock it, that it lifts up. But to do that, you're going to need to make an athletics check, and you've already made your action.
Yeah, okay, cool. Grand. Turn over. Turn done.
Revis. What does Rivis do?
I'm going to rage and attack this slod.
Go on, then. Yay! Okay. After Rivers has done his action, I'll fill you in on what's happening. Okay? Feel free to roll initiative in the meantime.
Okay, let me just get Blood Dancer's sheet up.
He's fine, Riddle.
It's a
He's
D20
fine.
plus 2.
Be reckless.
I'm sorry?
Come on.
I'm going to attack recklessly.
Awesome.
No.
Go for it. Both of those hit. How much damage do you do?
Give me huggies, will you do? Will you do?
Yes, you get a hug.
Yay!
Aye.
Plus 2.
11.
Alright.
Okay. That's appropriate.
You do
Rivers.
And I will add in a level 2 Divine Smite, and he's a fiend, is he not?
He's an aberration.
I'm back to strawberry.
Oh. Well, then no extra bonus, but still 3d8.
Are you doing it at second level?
Yeah.
Yeah. $23. That's nice. Good hit. I knew you were the one. So Blood Dancer, you passed out in the handcart. You come to and see that the party is in a strange barn-like structure full of lots of different exotic creatures. The party are currently in one of the stables. At least a good couple of them are.
Never seen to begin with.
Fighting a red slod. But it is Amira's turn next. Amira.
Joining back to strawberry.
Amanda.
I am going to do my go-to rage and attack.
You're already raging, so you just need to attack.
Oh yeah. Good point.
So, once again, 2 iterations of D20 plus 7, with advantage if you want to attack recklessly. Nat 20! Very nice. Okay. So both of those hit. And you get to... Yeah, so it's going to end up being 3d10 plus 12 because of the critical hit. Sadly, you don't have brutal criticals yet. $27. Very nice. Slad's looking very bloody now. Damakos.
You weren't waiting for me.
Sorry?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, you weren't waiting for me, were you? I'm sorry.
No, it's literally just got to your
okay.
turn right now.
Brilliant.
Perfect timing.
Okay, that's okay. In that case, I will do Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Oh.
Have I been hit? Was I hit at all?
Nope. You haven't been hit.
Okay. So I'll do that.
I don't know.
I'll upcast that a bit as well.
Hi, buddy.
I think I can upcast it, can I?
What are you trying to cast?
Okay, maybe I won't do that then.
What you trying to do?
I'll Eldritch Blast.
Of course you can.
I can upcast it. Oh, okay. Why
Well,
does it not appear on my actual spell list then?
It's a cantrip.
No.
It's in the cantrip section.
No.
It automatically becomes more powerful as you level up. So at the moment, Eldritch Blast allows you to do 2 blasts instead of 1, and it would be 2 iterations of D20 plus 8. That's 1, and that hits. What about your second one? That one doesn't hit.
Not.
But you do still do
total damage.
a D10 plus. Do you have?
Mr. Green said he's going to wait there for us. So.
Do you have a plus? No, I don't think you do. Did you pick any Eldritch Invocations?
I've got Hellish Rebuke and
Oh,
things
you don't
like that.
you don't get Eldritch Invocation yet. Okay.
No.
So yeah, it's just 1d10 of force damage. 4 points of
Really
force.
bad rolling. Very bad rolls today. Avray, sort it out. Okay, and Bardic Inspiration on Big Man if he has used it. If he hasn't used it yet, I'll do it on the next.
I have yet to use it.
Maybe
Blood
I'll
Dancer?
put it on Rivis then.
Okay, Rivers. Cool.
Blood Dancer, is Blood Dancer here now?
Yeah, Blood Dancer's here now.
Okay, who's the next one?
Well,
I'll do it on Rivis. Rivis can
yeah,
have
do it
it.
on Rivers. That makes sense because
I said Rivis already.
you are aware that they're in the fight. Well, you may not be aware that Blood Dancer is conscious. So the Slad heals a little bit. You see some of their wounds closing. And then they need to do a con save against the still active Moonbeam.
Yep.
With advantage because they're resistant to spells. Nat 20!
Nat 20.
So half of 3D.
So half. Yeah. 17.
So that would be 8.
So 8.
And it's doing quite a bit to counteract its healing ability, actually. And it's going to slash at Rivers again with advantage. And this time it gets a nat 20. Only does 3d8 plus 6. 20 points of damage to Rivis, but it's halved to 10 because he's raging, but he still needs to make a con save.
Yeah, I was curious, what is the con save for? Is it a poison or a disease?
Disease. Are you
I'm immune!
You're immune to diseases, okay. Alright. He chose poorly. He chose poorly. That's okay.
Yeah, paladin disease immunity.
As Big Man is making their attack, Blood Dancer, you'd notice that there's a young lad laying in the straw. Looks like he's been knocked out and laid in such a way where he can breathe. So somebody helped to make sure that he didn't die while he was unconscious. But he's still unconscious. But anyways, Big Man's turn.
I will try and open the
Athletics check.
the 20 DD20. What is my athletics? Athletics is that's
Nothing.
spells. Nothing.
Nothing.
Flat roll. Except I have bardic inspo, so D4.
And you could also use your build for success.
D6.
D6 plus D6.
The build for
and I'll do build for
build-
success as well.
Build for success is a D4. Your bardic inspiration is a D6.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
11. You might.
Can I also do guidance on myself before that?
No, you cannot do guidance on yourself.
I don't have guidance. Never mind.
But also, you cannot cast it on yourself.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, I forget that.
Anyway, with all of the might you can muster, you turn the wheel on the top of the hatch and then lift it about a half inch before having to drop it again.
Bastard, this is...
Everyone else can hear the
combined, and then followed by swearing, dwarf, or gnomish
Gnomish.
swearing.
Yes. Blood Dancer, you're currently lying prone in your handcart. What do you want to do?
Am I in a cage in a handcart?
No. You're in the aisle between the stable rows. So there's
Confused as to why we're in what looks to be a pet shop.
It's a very big pet shop. It's more like a pet warehouse where all the pets are very dangerous animals.
But he's from Japan, so that's normal.
True. Yeah, this
And there's
this probably does look like a Jade Lotus creature display. Look at my collection. Yeah.
I've probably seen several of them being a travelling performer.
Yes.
Didn't hit your head again, did
Do you resist the temptation to throw a Jade Lotus at the nearest creature?
Would he have one on him?
Yeah, probably.
What creatures does he see?
Well, there's the Slard that the party are fighting. It's already weakened. There's you can also see that Big Man is trying and failing to open the hatch on the top of a tank full of pixies. There's also a hippogriff nearby, a dopey looking unicorn, a manticore, a minotaur, another tank style enclosure that's got myconids in it. What do you want to do?
There are several sentient creatures. That's going to piss Blood Dancer off.
Oh yeah. A lot of these creatures would be considered illegal. Not that that should bother somebody of the Mazoku clan, of course, because, you know, fuck law.
True, but Blood Dance has never been one for keeping sentient creatures unless they consent to it.
Fair.
How you doing?
Does it look like the Slard is being taken care of battle-wise?
The Slard looks like it's struggling, yes.
Okay, Blood Dance is going to help
Oh,
out the
left, so you have to
unicorn
wear
because I
glasses.
think that would be quite high on his priority list.
Yes, the
And
unicorn
it's
is quite high.
Also, it's probably less likely to attack. He'll walk up to it and go, "Excuse me, madam, hold on a second whilst I try and get you out of here."
Do you remember what languages we gave you?
He can speak Orcish, Abyssal, Common, Deep Speech, and Squirrel.
Yes,
And Normal Common now.
and common, yeah.
He says it in Elvish,
There we go. Perfect.
Titanian, and Normal Common.
It recognizes the Elvish and speaks back in Elvish.
No. It
Hey,
would
can
not,
you
it
get
would
me
not.
some of that dosed up hay? It's really good.
Oh, you're as high as a kite.
Yeah.
Do I have a lesser
the shards, yeah.
restoration? Or a greater restoration? Nope, Blood Dancer, you are unprepared. Might not be good to release a high as a kite unicorn. Minotaur.
The Minotaur. Okay.
Okay. Excuse me, sir, I'm going to get you out. Please do not stab me with those beautiful horns of yours.
Now, you since you've seen Minotaurs before, I presume,
Are you Mr. Green by any chance?
you'd probably know that they speak Abyssal.
Yeah, so he will mutter that in Abyssal.
That's what you do.
Let me the fuck out.
Promise you won't stab me with your horns and I'll gladly let you out.
I promise.
He's gonna stab me, isn't he?
Do you want to make an insight check?
Yes, cause
That'll be your action.
insight. I want to free a creature on my turn. What was the other creatures that there were?
There's a Manticore. There's a Hippogriff. There's the tank full of pixies that
So did you say Charlie was in the
Big Man's
closet?
struggling with because he's not strong enough to open the
Oh,
hatch.
that's what it is. Okay.
I'm gonna help Big Man. Can I just blow the top off the lid with Eldritch Blast?
You can try.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Yeah, and you get 2 blasts.
2d20 plus 7.
Sorry, looks like it's you I'm looking for, Charlie.
I fudged that
That's
up.
okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's a dirty 20 and a 17. They hit. How much
Nice.
How much damage do you do?
2d10.
2d10. Yep.
9.
9 points of damage. Did you take any Eldritch Invocations?
Give her accessories.
I think he did. Let
Not
me
on your
see.
character sheet.
Eldritch Invocation.
What? Oh, there it is.
Yes, Devil's Sight, Agonizing Blast.
There we go.
Shadows.
So add 8
So you
to
plus your
that.
charisma
That
mod.
makes it, so that's, yeah, for both hits. So that's 17 altogether. And
Oh yeah, because that's a Warlock spell. For a split second, his eyes go purple.
yeah. So, Big Man, as you are still psyching yourself up to try and lift this thing again, the hatch gets blasted twice, buckling it in one direction and then knocking it back the other way. The torsion causing it to pop off.
Thank you.
Then it's Rufus's turn. Don't worry, you loosen it.
It's still standing?
It's the slad's still standing. Better than he ever
Well,
did.
then,
I feel so bad.
Looking like a true survivor.
Called Charlie
Did it feel like they were good?
It absolutely is, yes.
Charlie Green at this end.
so I will attack recklessly.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Mmm.
It's been around.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So, was the other half health?
Was he at, he's at less than half health. Why?
If he's less than half health, he's dead.
Woo, he did!
Because in that 20, I deal half of his max HP as necrotic damage from wave.
Mm-hmm. Ding dong, the bitch is dead. Well, unconscious. How much damage do you do, actually? Because I'm curious. Because, so that would, if you're wielding it two-handed, that would be 3d8 plus 10.
Plus the whatever his max, half his max
Plus
is.
whatever half his max is, yes. So 24. I'll bring that. Nice.
I'll take and I'll say it kind of out loud to the rest of the creatures in the cages. I gave him a chance to walk away, and he refused it and died.
Well, yeah. Let this be a lesson to you all. The pixies are, of course, happily flying up and out of the tank. Blood Dancer.
Can help with the mermaid.
Sorry?
I'll ask if one of the pixies has the magic to help with the mermaid.
Yeah. They can polymorph the mermaid into a human, essentially giving her legs and letting her breathe the air easily. Providing, well, are you going to open the tank first before the pixie does that?
Yeah, on my next turn, I'm going to go after the mermaid tank
Well, combat's over, so
Hello.
don't worry about turns. So you and the pixie are going to work together to free the mermaid.
I'm really sorry, I'm calling you Mr. Cradle.
Blood Dancer, when you see the tank full of myconids, roll an insight check to see if something in particular occurs to you. You also, of course, heard Rivis shout to all the other monsters in there to basically behave, or you'll end up like the red slad.
For now, sugar 10.
Yeah, that's fine. Have you done bar work before? Are you good at talking to people? Then that's fine. Yeah.
Big man, do you by any chance be guidancing the Blood Dancer at all? Maybe.
I thought I had guidance. I do not.
You don't have guidance. Damn it.
No.
Okay.
I already apologized.
So.
Could I give bardic inspiration to her?
Yes. Yep.
Give him?
No, but yeah. So.
Give you 1d6.
You see Blood Dancer pondering the myconids, and you strum a little tune to help them think through what they're thinking through. Which gets a 12, which is just enough to realize that, oh yeah, if you release the myconids, their rapport spores should help chill everyone out and keep everything under control.
Yeah, that's fine.
If everybody is sharing their consciousness,
Around strawberry lot?
it'll be a lot easier to spot which ones are definitely not going to comply, and make, as well as make the one that make all of them feel like they belong, like they're safe, you know.
Like, I guess Blood Dancer would put the emotions of he'd kind of have emotions of a bit of pity and a bit of anger and a desire to help. Like, those are the emotions he's got as he's going to unlock this cage, or Eldritch Blast the lock.
So once again, you're going to blast the hatch off the tank.
I say the slight anger because purple eyes, warlock spell.
Anybody want to help? Nice. 1 hit. So that would only be 1d10 plus 4. Amira, do you want to lend your muscles to this? Yeah, that doesn't really do much. Amira busy?
Wait, let's make sure this actually works. So
Amira. Could someone strong help out here, says Big Man.
Sure, I'll help.
You're not particularly strong either, compared to Rivis and Amira.
Stronger than some other people. I wouldn't care to mention. What role am I doing?
Athletics.
Yep,
Athletics.
no.
Athletics.
Athletics. Yeah, that's a +4. It's not too bad.
Not
Could
too
be
shabby.
worse.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Nice.
3.
So, yeah,
Best roll so far today.
you easily turn the wheel and open the hatch, and immediately a cloud of spores rises up out of the tank,
newspaper directory.
and you feel like you belong. Positive vibes.
That's nice.
Yeah. The mic
Much better than that slard.
express gratitude and joy at being released. Begin to clamber their way up out of the hatch. Does anybody have enlarge? I can use a mirror and enlarge for our own fastball special.
There you go.
Let's go on shower with me with your bliss vibes. Thank you. Nope, we'll prep in future. Sadly no, says Big Man. Nobody's got embiggen. That's what that spell.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's what that spell should be
I
called.
could try commanding them to grow.
Become tool.
No, like the spell command is a one-word command. If you say grow, they feel compelled to at least attempt to grow spontaneously.
Yeah. It could work. We'd try it.
The kobold will just straighten their back and try to make themselves look bigger.
Yes. Yes. Stand on tiptoes.
lift their arms up, like pointing their elbows up.
Yeah. Puff themselves up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you'll make the guy shit himself for trying to grow big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Must grow bigger. Oh. I think I pulled something.
We've got more things to save. We should get on with it.
Aye. But now it should be a little easier because there's the myconids are going to be following you around, filling their heads with Zen-like peacifying. Yeah, go ahead and release the unicorn. The unicorn is realizing that he's getting released, whether he likes it or not. He's going to use their own magical healing horn powers to to flush the drugs out of their system, and then teleport away.
Have a nice day, madam. Blood Dancer then realizes he's seen a unicorn and starts getting excited because he never gets to see unicorns. I saw a unicorn! I saw a unicorn! No one's going to believe this back home.
Also, wouldn't all the creatures and stuff be telepathically connected now?
Well, the young Myconids don't have a huge radius on their rapport spores. The reason why it filled the entire area in the Cavern of One Mind is because they were. If they're walking around shedding spores in a 10-foot radius around them and within a cave, it's gonna get full.
Oh yeah.
Take that, Graballa from Shizen.
Gabriella from Shizen.
Gabriella, okay. Who was Gabriella?
It's just a random name I picked.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that being in the campaign, but okay.
No, I just assume he get to see unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
So when anyone
But yeah, while the Myconid is following you around and helping, well, they're not doing much to physically help, but they're following you around as you release the creatures from each cage. They're going to be shedding spores, connecting your minds to the creature you're releasing. Some of them are going to be like the ogre, for example, is going to be too dumb to understand what's happening, and the additional confusion of being able to hear voicing his head is probably just going to make him angry.
Okay. Let's not do that then.
So maybe, I mean, you're going to need to be very persuasive and calming to get him to not punch the first thing that lets him out. Any ideas?
I'll try and persuade him using calming gestures and encouraging tone.
You're not going to flip him the bird then?
Yeah,
Alright, cool. 24.
No.
Yeah. Alright, so the released ogre begins plodding on out of there. However, as you're releasing creatures, and the creatures are, of course, leaving.
If you sell anything, just register in there what you sold.
Or fighting us.
So if you sell, like, someone orders...
Mostly leaving, like,
Mostly leaving. Or hanging around. In fact, some of the creatures might even be... Like, the ogre might actually smash open a few more cages and help release a few more creatures.
When you put the stuff in.
Just cause.
Yeah,
but nevertheless,
show you what you roll, the tavern, what you get.
after releasing maybe 5 or 6 of the beasts, you hear a "Stop right there!" from the doorway. Cease this action immediately, or there will be consequences.
Right, so if you go behind there by the register, you should
What
be able
do?
to get into the food and drink.
What kind of consequences?
Yeah.
Unpleasant ones. Stop right now. Now's a good time to pretend I don't speak their language.
Yeah. So if you scroll, if you go down the shelves.
I
Personally, I don't care about your consequences. These creatures are intelligent and don't belong to be left in cages like this.
These are not your property. You are committing a crime.
Putting a Sister of the Sea in a tank is a crime.
How did the 5 of you get out in the first place?
Yeah, probably needs to be picked. No worries. I'll show you.
Oh, we were never in.
You won't need to deal with the back storage much. That'll usually be me, Blaze.
And even with those flimsy locks, they wouldn't hold us that good.
Well then, if you're not... If these chains aren't gonna hold you, I guess we're just gonna have to put you down, aren't we? And the 3 armored dudes begin.
If you feel like you want to quit,
each draw their weapons.
that's fine too.
I'm gonna drop a fireball right behind him.
Roll initiative.
Yep.
Are we still running on the hit points we had earlier?
Yeah, because you haven't had to rest yet. Although, given that you have passed out multiple times. Oh, and you had a bunch of... Oh, you still got all those temporary hit points, don't you?
Yeah, but I also had my skull cracked open.
At the very least, you'd be up to full. And might have
Yeah.
a little left over. Oh, Damocos's internet's gone. You can't...
Yeah, pop the sign out. I usually just put it beside
got
the stairs
mine.
with a torch so people know can see. Yeah, so you can put one torch. Or
Phone
both
has
torches,
mobiled
whichever you like.
data.
And the telegram ads. I'm going to be doing like a guide to how to do that as well. So. Yeah. So if you go with me. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm like driving me everywhere.
Trying. Okay, so while Damocos is trying, did you guys know that Ellen and I have been trying to get a house?
I am aware.
We've got the key. And the plan is that we're each going to have our own office in there. So I'll have my own little studio, and she'll have her own little studio. And it'll be grand.
Hell yeah.
No more overhearing each other's...
In the telegrams, if
Sorry?
there's a note tab that says
No
business,
more background, Ellen?
No more background Ellen.
Sadness.
so we'll
And
put-
in theory, no more background me on her streams either.
I guess not
I'll be showing them
sadness?
how to do that.
Question mark.
I'll make like a starter guide type thing to show them how to do
And
it.
I'll be able to decorate my room the way I see fit. Ha ha ha.
Oh, that's about it, really.
Add a dragon to it.
Yeah.
I just got a really cool ship. A model puzzle, Queen Anne's Revenge. I'm very much looking forward to building it so it can be on display in the background when I'm doing my streams.
Ooh.
But, of course, moving is stressful and expensive. So, anybody listening to this that is enjoying the game and wants to help support the channel, make sure that there are more videos like this coming out, as well as me, maybe help me move, you can become an emotional support goblin by following the Patreon link in the description below. It is patreon.com/gamesandgeekery.
You get 20%
And,
off
yeah,
everything you sell.
You don't get to join a game, sadly.
And
You can join a game if you want to sign up for one of the higher tiers, but the emotional support goblin is just a cheap little tier, just to show that you love us and care about us and that we continue doing this. And it also gives you access to a private Discord server where up until now only players have had access to. So there's some homebrew stuff in there, and of course private conversations you don't get to see in the main Discord server. Which, you know, you can also join the main Discord server for free as well. There's a link to that below as well. Do we have Damocos back? Not yet.
And then you can just put that into
Anybody else got something that they want to pitch while we're waiting for Damocos to come back? Any of you guys got streaming projects or?
I would like a hug.
Everybody who's in the, everybody who's listening, who's playing, who's messaging on YouTube right now, watching live, please comment hug for Shan.
So if you see that I put 5 and 5 in there,
I will do so as well.
How much you've got at the bottom, how much
lead by example.
So that at the time it's just.
I'm just sorting out my dice in a nice orderly fashion.
Yay, Damocos is back!
Yeah, I had to come on my phone.
You can do it.
Ew.
It's up to you. I just thought it might be easier if you got like lots of people.
What's going on?
It's
not working.
Exactly how
I'm sorry, what?
I had to come on my phone.
You had to use your phone to access the internet.
Yeah, because my laptop's just not. I don't know. There's something to do with the DNS server. It says it just won't get. Google's just not googling.
Have you reset your router?
No, I've turned the Wi-Fi on and off. But I can go and do that. But it's okay. I can be on my phone.
Yeah, that's when you restart your PC.
I need people I can actually.
Oh, that's when you restart the laptop.
Yeah.
Anyway, game.
If the your router / modem is blinking the way it's supposed to blink, and you still don't have internet, then yeah, restart your computer. But anyway, do you want to fight these dudes? These people who've come into the bestiary and say, "Stop what you're doing."
That actually works perfect for us actually, because we're usually around earlier. So
yeah.
If yes, then roll initiative, please.
If everyone else wants to.
Well, they've hinted heavily that they intend to put you down. So yeah.
Sounds good.
What like?
Oh, okay. My laptop's working again. I'll come back on my laptop because it's a lot easier.
Sweet.
Are you
See you in a sec.
murderizers?
I don't think we should kill them. They're just following the law and doing their job, as insulting as they are. Yeah, but Big Man is declared he's going to drop a fireball behind them, so you might want to.
Yeah, in the stove. Yeah, you'll craft the recipe first. Then
Roll initiative anyway, so that you're involved.
Yeah.
Casualties, lol.
No.
Okay, so
Hell, even Blaze still gets that wrong. So.
Yay.
And he's been here 9 months, so don't worry about it.
What's going on there?
Randomness. Do you remember last week when my computer just decided to shut down in the middle of the stream?
But yeah, just
Oh,
free
Yeah, that was fun.
Hey.
Around for about another hour, and then.
Like it's doing it on purpose to annoy you.
Here
Yes.
till late.
Okay, let me roll initiative then.
Please. Big Man?
Ooh, 20.
Alright.
Suddenly rolling better than I was.
Yeah, that was fun.
So, did Big Man already roll as well? Yes, he did.
That's
Okay.
why it's.
So
it's why I
Damocos on
like Karen,
20.
'cause people can come
And
go, so,
then.
like, we do like it to be open every day, but if people aren't around to do it, then I can do it. It's fine.
Alright. Okay, Big Man and Amira both got a 16 with the exact same initiative modifier.
Literally an hour, 2 hours.
I know that Big Man is AFK right now, but could Amira roll a d6? If you get a 6, then you are definitely going before Big Man. Okay, then I'm gonna. Since you got a
when
1,
you record what you
let's say
roll-
Big Man goes next.
Now, sorry, my husband just decided to go walk on a horse. I don't know why. So
Amira.
hello. Okay.
And then
Alrighty. But yeah,
Blood Dancer.
I know. Yeah. So
And-
when you sell stuff, put it on your ledger. So how many you've sold, etc. And it'll tell you everything
Mavis.
at the bottom. It'll show you your commission. It'll show how much you owe us. And then
And the guards.
you can either pass me the money if you see me, or I'll
Got a
normally
6.
come round when it's
So
like,
Damakos.
I don't know, 70, 80 odd.
Seeing the Big Man is about to throw a fireball, what would you do?
No. Just pop it in the ledger, and then I can go with the ledgers
So
when I need to.
these guards have come in,
Don't worry.
told you to stop what you're doing. You guys have shouted back at
Big
them.
Man was about.
Yeah.
You said Big Man was about to throw a back fireball, then everything went quiet. And
Yeah,
I
Big
wasn't
Man's-
sure if I just missed what you said.
You know
Yeah,
what
okay,
the
yes. Big Man is you see that Big Man's about to throw a fireball, but you get to go first. You are faster. What do you want to do?
Okay. I am. Are they kind of grouped together?
They
come
are.
in all
They're
together?
all 3 of them are by the door. They've just got in. They just came in.
Fantastic. Shatter.
Shatter.
Yeah, that's fine. I should try and do that now, actually.
Okay. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a con save. Da-da-da-da. So all 3 of them. Yep. 9, 25, and 11,
Hey,
and you raise. Yeah.
Two
so
of them fail.
2 fails. So 3d8
One
thunder.
passes.
Yep. 3d8 thunder damage.
3d10.
3d.
3d10.
Okay, according to the
On a
shatter
3d8.
spell. According to the shatter spell I've pulled up, it's 3d8.
No, it is 3d8. You're right. I was reading a different spell. Okay, 2 of them take 15. One of them takes
7.
7.
Yep.
You see that?
Cool.
Cool.
So that was pretty good. And Bardic Inspiration on Big Man,
Nice.
in
And
case he needs it.
it is Big Man
So
next,
when
and
you
Big Man
sell
is
anything,
chucking
you
his
search
fireball.
how much you put in the
Yes.
table here.
Yep.
So say if someone comes in and rolls
Okay.
5 fish and chips,
And
5 in there,
3.
and it automatically, calculates it down.
Blood Dancer. Why are we hearing voices coming through your microphone that are not you?
Checking with commission because people that will be seeing that. I need to talk and see if we can figure that out. So,
Sorry, what?
Reasons?
Reasons.
yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Basically just pop in here what you sold.
Oh. Fail, I assume.
What's the numbers?
No, it's fine. I mean,
12, 11, and 7, and your AC is 16, so your DC.
Yeah, 16
Sorry.
all failed.
Yeah. So, how much damage do you do?
Somebody who's actually been selling stuff.
3d10 plus mod.
Oh, here we go.
What? It's
Is it-
Fireball, isn't
oh,
it?
no.
Winnie, who
Oh, it's Fireball, yeah.
had
I'm thinking of a different one.
her talking to Raven.
Isn't it?
I'll pull it up.
This is what she's.
Thank you.
It's literally.
I believe it's
just put in
8d6,
there
but let me.
and
Yeah, it is
passes
indeed
what
8d6.
she
Yeah.
Hello,
That's
Toby.
it, really, so. Yeah, just.
I've been playing too many warlocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warlocks are fun. Roll.
Yeah,
Would I add my attack mod?
Nope, just
Okay.
That's
8d6.
fine.
31
Yeah,
points
it's
of
all
fire
just one.
damage.
So it doesn't like
Um,
one order. It's just cumulative.
Alright.
No,
The guards seemingly don't take as much
Just
damage
put
as you would
everything you
expect.
sell
However,
into
the
that
wooden
container
doors of the
in
barn and the wall that they are attached to
and
are now on fire.
it will automatically do everything. And once you pass the money to us, then you clear it off.
Which, of course, causes many of the magical
Does that make
creatures
sense?
that are still in the barn, cut off from the exit, to panic.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm not the best at explaining.
Amira!
No, don't worry. We do inventory. And it doesn't really matter. It's fine. As long as you just show what you've sold on
He
here.
threw a fireball.
How much
I'm sorry, what?
Like, because it'll do it automatically. Send it
Did he
to
throw the fireball?
He threw a fireball and did some damage to the guards and a lot of damage to the barn that you're all standing in.
Yeah, I don't want to be like.
As far as you can tell,
one with my
the only exit is now on fire. Unless you want to smash through a wooden wall like you're the fucking, Kool-Aid man.
Well, I could try that.
Or you could attack the guards, of course. Your choice.
I'll try and go through the wall. See how that goes.
Are you going to rage first?
Yeah, it doesn't matter who's buying it.
Yeah.
As long as they're buying it.
Okay. You are you going to literally attack the wall, or do you want to just shoulder barge it, making an athletics check with advantage? Would you rather smash it with your battle axe or charge it with your shoulder?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't ever expect people to like start working.
My battle axe.
Woo!
Woo!
It's like
2 iterations of
like,
D20 plus
okay.
7, and if you want to go reckless, you can do with advantage.
Yeah, no, that's fair. No, but yeah, just
26 and 13.
yeah.
So, yep, you don't crit on 19. So, okay, so it's 2d10
yeah,
plus 12.
If you ever need any more help or anything, just either message me or like this. I'm happy to always do a call. That's fine too.
Plus 12.
Yep. 20 points of damage. Even with the sturdy construction, it can't withstand that much damage. You smash a hole in the wall, and several of the creatures that were, several of the creatures that hadn't left yet begin stampeding for this hole in the wall you've just made. And well done, Amira. Blood Dancer.
Okay. Are there any creatures that are literally on fire?
No. Apart from, the guards.
Oh yeah.
Who seem to be just firming it.
Sleep inside the tavern. You end up on the roof. There is no way for me to
Seems to
adequately
be what?
explain it in character.
Just acting like it doesn't bother them at all. They took the fire damage and smiled.
Yes. Does it say you
Okay,
can lock and
so
unlock the front door?
guessing they're fiends or fire
That's fine.
resistant.
Yeah.
Yep, they clearly have some kind of fire resistance.
Okay.
Okay, cool. That's
How
fine.
far away
I
am
think
I
you've got
from a
you've got
guard?
storages, so that's all good.
I'll let you charge one. 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, can I get the shadow blade out?
No. Figure.
So, Shadow Blade. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You mean your black
I
race?
mean the black razor. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you draw your packed weapon. And are you going to curse one of the guards as you are running towards them?
Yeah.
With your Hexblade's curse?
Yes, I am. And Dark Blood Dancer, who doesn't normally talk, is going to say in the coldest voice he has, "Fuck your rules. You don't enslave intelligent creatures."
Alright. D20 plus 10.
Nineteen.
19
Do I get
points.
the haste thing, or does the blade not give the haste?
It hasn't done it yet. But that hits. And you can now do 2d6 plus 10 points of damage to them. And if you want, you can even use one of your Bardic Inspiration die to do an additional 2d6.
What does the hex add to that?
That makes it a plus 10 instead of a plus 7.
Okay.
I think you're right.
And I also lower, say, the strength or dexterity, right?
Okay.
If you so the Hexblade curse, if you're attacking the cursed target, you get a plus 3 to the damage against that target. You crit on 19s or 20s against that target, and if they die, you regain 8 hit points. And of course, you're using your charisma modifier for these attacks instead of your strength of dex.
So 2d6 plus 10 plus another 2d6.
Yeah. Because of your Psychic Blade's ability. 26 points of damage that it cannot do anything about.
Is he scared by my passive intimidation?
No.
Sadness.
Am I scary? Rah! Rivers.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do that, don't worry.
Blood Dancer gets scary again. Moving like an assassin.
Just slightly starting to look like possession of some kind. That boy is the devil.
Have you guys watched Firefly / Serenity?
I haven't seen Serenity, but I've watched some of Firefly.
Serenity is worth watching purely for the scene in which River gets activated.
Anyway.
The rest of it's bullshit. Anyway.
Fair.
Anyway, River, so you attacking one of these guards?
I was trying to think if there was anything I could do to extinguish the fire, but I don't think a fog cloud will have enough moisture to kill a fire.
Nope.
White shirt.
You know,
But a gust of wind would.
gust of wind might do it. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Ba-ba-ba-ba. Gust. A line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 foot wide, blasts from you in a direction you choose for the spell's duration. Okay. Doug. Oh dear. I just saw what the material component was for this. A legume seed. Do you know what that is?
A bean.
That's a bean. Which implies that the gust of wind which blasts from you...
It's just a giant fart.
Exactly! Each creature that stands its turn in the line must succeed on a strength save or be pushed 15 feet away. Any creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement, blah blah blah. The gust disperses gas or vapor and extinguishes candles, torches, and similar unprotected flames in the area. It causes protected flames, blah 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 blah. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna snuff out the fire and so I'm assuming you're running like parallel to the doorway so that you've got the guards all lined up. Unfortunately, Blood Dancer will be caught in the line of fire, as it were. So yes, Blood Dancer, you need to make a strength save, and so do the 3 guards.
Okay. Dark Blood Dancer is going to say, next time you let one rip near me, I will stab you.
The guards get a 19, 11, and a 27.
I believe my DC right now is 14.
It is, so 1 pass. Sorry, 2 pass.
My dexterity proficiency thingy should be higher than that. Should be a +5 at least.
No, your proficiency is a
strength.
+3. So.
Oh, is it strength?
And you're not proficient with your strength saves, so -1. 9. So you and the middle guard get pushed 15 feet away from Rivers, leaving only 2 guards guarding the door, and the flames have been snuffed out. Well done.
Well, now that the flames are out, the fight can resume
Yes.
earnestly.
So the guard that got blasted along with Blood Dancer is going to fight Blood Dancer. And funnily enough, the flame on their spear did not get snuffed out.
Faster.
Two-handed thrust. 20 and 18. Both of those hit Blood Dancer, yes?
No, totally not. Totally not.
And so would be 2d8 plus 8. Any resistance to fire damage?
No.
You?
So it's 30 points of damage from the spear stabs. And Rivers, you're also getting poked, but this time from the other 2 guards, because... Well, actually, wait a minute. Yeah, Gamira didn't go into melee because they smashed a hole in the wall instead. So yeah, you're the closest target, I'm afraid, Rivers.
How far away are they?
Well, you had to be... Yeah. You had to be within 60 feet to do your fart. So, if you were even at the max of the 60 feet, you would be startled. Actually, in order to be, since most of them were 30 feet away from them, if you were 60 feet away, that means you actually moved away from them, which means that the closest target...
Also until...
Go on.
Until I drop the concentration, it's...
double movement. It's concentration.
Basically difficult.
Forgot about that.
Yes.
Alright.
That's why I was asking how far away they were, because if they don't have like a 40-foot movement or more, They ain't touching me.
How far away are you?
I would say a good 20 feet.
20 feet.
Because I want to be able to get into combat on like my next available turn.
Fair enough. At a surprising speed, the two do charge at you. It almost looks like their feet didn't touch the ground, and they both stab at you twice with their spears. 15, 25, 18, and 14. All of those hit you, right?
2 of those hit.
Sorry?
I believe 2 of those hit.
Your AC's 14, isn't it?
Oh, yes it is.
So all of it hits. And you're not raging at the moment. Unless you want to retcon it and say that you raged at the end of your turn.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Because that, yeah, I can see why you wouldn't, given that that would also end the concentration. Oh, D8 plus 16 plus any resistance to fire.
Yeah.
53 points of damage.
Oh yeah.
Owie.
Owie indeed. Damokos' turn. Rivis is engaged with 2 of the guards. Blood Dancer with the other one. What do you want to do?
Okay.
The doorway is clear. Some of the other creatures go out of there, as well as through the hole in the wall made by Amira.
Just, yeah. So, dum dum dum.
Mr. Sandman.
I'm going to try on one of the ones who's fighting with Rivis. I'm going to do command drop.
It's not in that group, is it?
And to drop his weapon.
Interesting.
It's so fine. Start, you know.
So for that, I need a wisdom.
Actually,
save.
no. Sorry. Can I change that? Can I do hideous laughter on him instead?
Oh, okay.
Sorry. It's still a wisdom save this time.
Tasha's hideous laughter. Okay. Wisdom save. D20 plus 1. They get an 8.
It fails. He fails. He's on the floor laughing, prone.
So the one that was fighting Blood Dancer is now prone and incapacitated.
One of the ones, because you said two were fighting with
Two are
Rivis,
fighting.
so I was on one of the ones.
Oh, one of the ones fighting Rivis. Okay, cool.
Yeah, because he is 2 against 1.
Yes. And now it's 1-on-1 because the other one is laughing his fucking ass off. Let me check something. Anyway, it would be Big Man next.
Okay, Bardic Inspiration on Big Man, unless he's not used it, in which case
Still
I'll
hasn't used
do it
it.
on Rivis. Or actually, I'll do it on Amira.
Infestation.
I'm sorry, what?
Infestation is saving.
I think you're asking me to bring up Infestation.
Yes, please.
Okay, I don't know why you've suddenly gone very quiet, but you have. Yeah.
There we go.
Yay! That's a cantrip.
Yes. So, 2d6.
2d6? Oh yeah, but first I need to make a con save. And so which creature are you targeting? The one that's laughing, the one that's attacking Rivers, or the one that's attacking Blood Dancer? Or are you doing it on Damakos just for a laugh?
I'll do it on the one that's laughing. Kick a dog whilst it's down.
Con save.
Fail.
Okay.
This I do add. Do I add my plus? Oh no, just 2d8. 13.
13. D20 plus. 1 again. Okay. It still fails the thing. Nice. I'm gonna do one more roll, actually. For something else. That's plus 6. Ooh.
Fail.
Yeah. I don't. You actually. The DC for that particular roll was 10. So.
What was that roll for?
You not telling.
Oh no. Okay. I thought that was a ref. I thought that was for infestation. Okay.
No. The.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you appear to roll a D28.
I did.
Not 2d6 for the damage.
That would do it, yeah.
It's supposed to be 2d6, not a d28. Okay, so not as much damage. So yeah, cool. Be right back. Location change. All right. Is that all you're doing, big man?
Yes.
Amira!
That's Beal.
So, creatures are escaping through the open door, which is no longer on fire, and the hole that you've made. Do you want to hit one of the guards now? Amira? Okay, that sounds like fun. Alright. Do you want to hit the one that is laughing on the ground? That is an easy target. Or the other one that was fighting Rivers? Or the one that was fighting Blood Dancer?
May as well go after the one laughing on the ground.
Alright. 2 iterations of D20 plus 7 with advantage. Without even having to use Reckless, because you get advantage anyway, because they're prone. Nice! 24 and 20, both of those hit. And so that would be 2d10 plus 12. 24 points of damage. And the laughing guard stops laughing as he falls unconscious and loses concentration on Alter Self, revealing him to be a Cambion. Blood Dancer.
Blooddancer is going to also attack. He is going to ask his opponent, "Oh, are you one of those fancy champions too?" Hello? You ready?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah. That would be telling. That's.
Well,
You gonna attack
this
him?
Yeah. Well, this just got interesting.
D20 plus 10.
1d20, right? Unless I'm dead now.
Okay, go on. Go for it. The sword is gonna haste you.
Yeah.
Which also gives you plus 2 to your AC. And doubles your movement. Only the 25 hits. So it would still be 2d6 plus 10. Because as luck would have it, that is the one that you cursed.
Yes. Plus another 2d6?
Plus another 2d6 if you use your last bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I'll use the last one. 28.
28 points of damage. And meantime, it's Rivers' turn. Evil grin. Rivers?
My turn?
Yes.
Alright, and there's still the one facing me left?
Yep, there's one facing you and one attacking Blood Dancer. Well, the one that had been laughing on the ground is now unconscious and revealed to be a Cambion.
Alright, I'm going to attack the one that's still standing and make it reckless.
Alright. The 30 hits, the 14 does not. Are you going to be adding a Divine Smite? Rivers?
Yeah, I am.
Pokey pokey.
Sorry, what was that?
Damage, please. One hit. And are you adding Divine Smite to it?
Yes.
Add the extra D8.
Okay.
28 points of damage.
Sit down, drink some water.
The gods.
Okay.
So, the one that is fighting Blood Dancer, since Blood Dancer says, shame we're not on the same side, the guard is going to say, we can be if you want to. You just need to follow my lead.
No can do,
Oh.
You're not the boss.
Obey me. Make a wisdom save.
Fluff. Five.
You are charmed.
At least aware I'm charmed.
Kinda. And still, still nothing you can do about it. You charm for the day. You, if you suffer any harm from this dude, yeah, if you receive any harm from anyone, actually, or you receive a suicidal command, you can repeat the save and end the effect on a success. If, yeah, and once you have ended the charm, you are immune to the charm for the next 24 hours. But
It depends on what mood I'm in.
2 Drow it can be bought, but it can be
I'm
charmed.
still...
This is true. The other guard is going to do a similar thing and saying, "You would be a mighty warrior for the armies of hell.
Otherwise it'll be a shotgun and enough.
Would you please make a wisdom save to Rivis?"
Don't worry.
I think Blood Dancer would go, "You're not the," and then the charm would hit.
Mm-hmm. You're not the boss of me. And then obey. Yes, sir. Ooh. Rivis passes and is immune to the charm for the next 24 hours. Damakos,
Okay.
Hello?
your turn.
Okay, so who is left?
There are 2 Cambion guards still standing.
See you in the morning.
Okay,
They do drop concentration auto self because there's no point of them keeping it up now. So they do look like Cambions. Wings and everything, which explains how they were able to move so fast.
Cool.
And it looked like they weren't touching the ground.
Okay, well I am going to try and smite one of them then in that case.
So, yep. I'm going to run up and roll to hit.
Find smite. Yep, so I'll do 2 rolls to hit with Steve.
Mm-hmm. And one of those hits. And if you add a divine smite to it, it would at level 1 it would normally be 2d8, but against this foe it's 3d8.
Okay, so it's total 1.
So whatever Steve's normal
2d8.
damage is,
2, yeah.
plus another 3d8 on top of that, burning 1 spell slot.
2 plus 3d8. 19 damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Could have
Very
been
nice.
better.
Could've.
Again, it could have been worse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I will do Bardic Inspiration on Blood Dancer this time.
Is this your last bardic?
I think so, yeah.
Cool.
Don't give it to Blood Dancer. He'll use it to hit you.
He's charmed at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Hit him.
Okay, I'll give it to Amira.
Cool. Big man's turn.
Big man will. I need to use my bardic I have because I just infested instead.
Roll to hit something then.
Yeah, but I don't have any good roll to hits, you know.
It's true. None of your attack spells actually use a roll to hit. Dagger.
I'll. But you wouldn't dagger him. That's the thing.
Although, didn't you use your bardic inspiration for that?
Oh no! Yeah,
Skill
I used
check?
it for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't given another one, was I?
No.
Yeah, I would. Our magic missile at level 3 run out of
level 3?
slots now. Yeah.
So that would be 5d4 plus 5. Yep.
Yeah. 5d4 plus 5.
15 points of damage. And are you aiming?
The one that just commanded blood.
So you attack at the one that commanded Blood Dancer. Okay.
Yeah.
So all 5 darts are going for the Cambion. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking. And Amira. Are you going to help Rivers squish the Cambion that's standing in front of him? Or are you going to run over to Blood Dancer and help her? Or what do you want to do? Help him, sorry. Blood Dancer.
I'll help Rivers.
Okay. So, 2 angry attacks at the guard. 2 iterations of D20 plus 7. Alright, do you want to roll those again because of Reckless?
Yep.
Oh,
damn.
Still only 1 hit. Okay. So it's 1d10
Better than none.
6. Yes. 1d10 plus 6.
Plus 6?
Yeah. 12 points of damage. And he down.
Yo.
Blood Dancer, you are charmed.
I use charms.
Protect me is your command.
Yes, sir.
Holding your action there.
To hold my action to fight whoever comes after this guy.
Rivers, the dude you are fighting is unconscious at your feet, thanks to Amira. The last remaining guard is standing behind a very angry-looking Blood Dancer who is, instead of facing the guard and fighting them, has their back turned to the fiend and their weapon pointed out at all of you. What do you do? His weapon. Rivers? True.
I'm going to cast command on Blood Dancer.
Interesting. So Blood Dancer needs to make another wisdom save.
D20 plus wisdom. Don't think
Plus
he
2.
has great wisdom.
Plus 2.
Oh, I so hope I fail this roll.
12.
I think that's a fail.
Rivers' DC is 14, so yeah, that's a fail. What command is Rivers giving? What one word are you saying to Blood Dancer?
I'm trying to think of what the best word would be.
Grovel?
Surrender.
Ah!
Sleep.
Sorry? Flee?
Sleep.
Sleep!
Make him fall asleep, or would that just make him cheerful again?
Oh. Yeah, that would shut you down. That would make you regular Blood Dancer again, and your Black Razor would disappear.
The Blood Dancer blinks and goes, "What's going on?" Ah! Cambion!
The Cambion goes, "Curse you all!" and disappears.
With that, oh, damn it.
What did Big Man say?
I was gonna say was that a spell because counter spell, but no, I've used it on my 3rd level.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, you can't do anything about it anyway, sadly. So anyway, that Cambion's gone. The other 2 are laying unconscious on the ground. Combat over. What do you all want to do? Damakos, technically, you would be probably the first to react. Stabbing!
Well,
Blood Dancer is asking, why was there a Cambion behind me?
I think we should probably finish them off. So he's gonna go and just sword through the neck.
Okay.
money.
They did drop their spears.
Okay, well we'll have those. Is Amira good at throwing?
Yeah, I mean,
throwing spears.
they already have javelins, but
Amira, do you want spears,
What is it?
or shall we sell them?
fiendish spears. You could call at least one of them Brittany.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll take them.
Cool.
And they're also
Two
both
fiendish spears.
so 2 fiendish spears, and they're also wearing scale mail armor. And if you want to get really, gross, they've got leathery wings on their back, horns on their head. Perhaps even their skin would be worth something. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe taking their eyes would give you devil sight.
Ooh.
Not nice.
Is it?
Big Man would probably want to take the eyes and somehow make them technical.
And somehow make them what?
Technical or techie, so he can upgrade himself.
You're not going to start replacing your mechanical parts with biological parts, are you?
He's not going to be doing that, no.
Blood Dancer's asking for the wings. There's 2 of them.
If I was already missing an eye, then I would take one, but I'm just not going to just volunteer to pluck out my eye.
Oh, I'm taking it from the dead thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So if you're taking, Big Man, if you're taking a pair of eyes from one of the Cambion, that means there's another Cambion that still has 2 eyes in its head, right? Yeah. And
I think whatever one is free.
you do know somebody who could probably graft on biological parts to you.
But that's more like I watched how he worked, through the magical brain thingy, Awakened Spellbook.
Yeah.
And that was more like biological people.
Yes, I was talking to Rivis, because Rivis was talking about he would be uneasy about plucking out one of his own eyes to replace it with a Cambion eye.
Ah, sorry.
And I'm saying that if you want,
Yeah.
you could have Dr. Frankel perform the surgery for you.
Oh my god. I think we visited that guy enough.
Blood Dancer could get the wings
If he's wanted to do that.
implanted
Several wings.
This is mine. Hopefully we can visit that crazy doctor again and get nice wings and nice eyes. And hides behind rivers. And why was there a Cambion behind me? I'm scared.
Does
I
anybody?
take a nap, and that thing behind me.
Last thing you
The
knew.
guards.
Last thing you knew is you were.
Guards.
Last thing you knew is you were passing out in the handcart. You have no memory of what happened until you woke up with the Cambion behind you.
Why Cambion behind me? Why are we in a why are we in a barn?
Damocus?
Well, we came to look at these guys. This guy's bestiary. You know, we sort of came here under false pretenses because we were going to see if we could actually kind of free some of. But which we did do. But the guards came and we started fighting them, and then all of a sudden they turned into Cambions.
Like you do.
We had the best intentions.
Best.
Of course.
You would have free. What kind of creatures did they have? I just see a bunch of feathers.
Yeah, most of them have left at this point.
Yeah, various. All I can say, really, various.
To name some,
various creatures.
There were unicorns, that's what it said on the pen at least. Unicorns, minotaurs, those
hippogriffs.
It was an
hippogriffs, otyurgs, ogres, and a lot.
Where I come from,
even some gnolls, I think.
Where I come from, we like our pets, but we have rules against keeping intelligent ones.
Yeah, that was the problem. Some of these people were intelligent. I mean, we came here because they were trying to buy various people. They wanted to buy Amira, and they wanted to buy Big Man.
Yeah, but she was given no feeling of choice, though.
They were trying to get Rivis to sell various ones of us.
Really?
We took exception to it.
They are priceless.
Anyway, we probably should leave. We probably should leave here before more guards come, and we've already caused quite a lot of damage. And is the barn still on fire? I can't quite tell what with all the smoke.
The barn got snuffed out. The fire got snuffed out by by Rivis and his gust of wind.
Still, we should leave because it's looking a bit more rickety than it did before.
I second that.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to make a quick phone call, but yeah, Blood Dancer will follow you out.
As long as everything's already out, I'm good.
Alright. So, as you are leaving, a figure comes to the door, dressed very nicely, and says, I do believe you owe me a considerable amount of money for the creatures that you stole from me.
We didn't steal them. We were just innocent bystanders. We just happened to be here, and everyone went mad and run amok, and the guards ran in. They thought it was us, and they started fighting us. We had no choice.
Roll persuasion. Roll deception, specifically.
Yep. That's what I'm doing. Deception. Deception.
Take help action advantage.
Oh. Okay, can I roll again? if Big Man's helping.
What would Big Man be saying to support this argument?
He'd just be yes manning.
Yes, that's true. Yes, I saw it myself. I can vouch for it.
Vocal over what?
Yeah, go on. A well-dressed man has approached and said, "I believe you took something of mine, and you owe me a considerable amount of money." And Damakos.
Wasn't me. It was the masked man. He ran away.
I do not remember a thing that happened in there. Alright, don't look at me, sir.
A masked man? What do you know about this masked man?
In a robe. Oh, he just ran in and started freeing everything and then ran off. We couldn't do anything to stop him. He was too fast.
How did he get past the guards?
I have no idea. I wasn't there to see him get past the guards.
Damakos, there's a hole in the side of the building. Thanks to Amira, but... yeah. You could probably claim that he left through... He smashed a hole in the side of the building and escaped that way.
Yep. Yeah, look, he made this huge hole and then he ran away and all the animals followed him. Do you think if it'd been us, we'd still be here, hanging around, waiting to get caught?
That does seem unlikely. Would you...
Yeah, even hit me on the head, look. Oh.
Very well. Would you happen to be adventurous?
You certainly are adventurers. How could you tell?
Excellent. I will pay you handsomely for every creature that you find and return to me.
What about the masked individual who ran off?
If you happen to bump into them and bring them to justice as well, I would be very grateful. In fact, I'd be willing to pay 200 gold per creature returned, and 1,000 for capturing and bringing me this masked man.
Yeah.
Dare I say, you'll be rich beyond your wildest dreams.
We might be, yes. Okay, well, let's go. Let's go with on the trail at the moment. Well, we best follow it before he, finds some way to muddy the waters or mask his scent or whatever.
Indeed.
You know what? I think he did have a certain smell about him. He smelled very faintly of cloves.
Cloves?
You mean clove?
Well. No, cloves, they're a type of... They're a spice.
Oh.
Possibly he was a baker.
Possibly as a baker. The more details you add, the less believable this becomes, right?
I'm just going to stop now.
We need to find it.
We'll go and find him immediately. Our word is our bond, etc.
Very well. Before you go, you might find that there are certain individuals that would take offense to beings such as yourselves. So,
Spell it out for me, would you?
Sorry?
Tamako said, just spell it out for me, would you?
This parchment, he says, pulling a scroll from his inner pocket, signed by me, will mark you as employees.
They did. The wagon trucks are out there as well.
And should therefore save you any hassle from Anyone in the Order of Wormsbane.
Okay, thank you very much. Much obliged.
And he hands you the piece of paper.
See you again.
Come back soon.
Yes.
Preferably with as many creatures as you can.
Okay. You got it. As many creatures as we can find.
Are there any still in the pens?
Possibly a few.
Like, what are there still in the pens?
I imagine that you would have been reluctant to release the Otyugh, and I know none of you touched the tank that appeared to have nothing in it. And there would probably...
You did not touch the tank. You did not touch that tank.
I imagine you would have left the Dark Mantle and the Carrion Crawler as well.
I'm kind of thinking Blood Dancer might ask to buy one of them.
Why?
To put in his Jade Lotus.
Alright.
Have you got any money, Blood Dancer?
Just a second, my sister's phoning me. I think she's saying she's on her way home. I'll be just a moment.
Okay.
I think he's going to let these monsters go cheap.
No, especially since they're the only ones he has left now.
Exactly.
Okay, sorry, what did you say, Mr. DM?
He would quote you 12,000 gold pieces.
About Mars?
For any one of the creatures he has left.
I'm with you on it.
Blood Dancer's going to look at his purse and going to go, ooh, that's out of my price range.
It's like...
Well, perhaps after you've returned a few creatures to me, I'll let you have one in lieu of the cash reward. Does a moth fly out of your purse? By the way,
get one cheaper elsewhere.
the writ of passage, the certificate, that he gave you, is signed by Lord Merchant Dredvik.
Can I be a bit of a jerk and go, yeah, that's fine, I can get them cheaper elsewhere.
Even better. Save yourself a lot of trouble and risk of injury. Buy them from this competitor that sells them cheaper. And sell them to me for a profit. Do we have a deal?
I'll think about it. Maybe, I might need a little bit of persuading to make it worth my while. If you catch my drift.
The fact that I'm offering 200 gold per creature you return to me isn't enough?
Should I make a persuasion roll here?
Yeah.
Do I need to make a...
Yes.
Okay.
Or intimidation, whichever you prefer.
No, I think he's trying to be more silky and persuasive.
Okay. 26. What are you trying to persuade him to do?
I'm basically asking for some gold.
Yes, but how much more? His offer is 200 per monster. What's your counter offer?
300.
He smiles and says, "Done. Each creature you bring to me, alive and intact, Providing that they are a valuable creature to me, you will receive 300 gold per head.
Excellent. Dancer's just going to smile and stop talking now because he has a plan.
Is it based on the fact that he said 300 per head?
No, but he can put certain creatures in jade lotuses, give it to him, and just call it back later.
Ah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were just going to bring him a hydra. See, it's got 7 heads. That's 300 per head. That's, yeah. Anyway.
No, it's Blood Dancer would. I mean, he's Mazoku, but also literal Wormsbane. I don't think he would actually like that guy.
I don't think you know who the Wormsbane are.
Oh yeah, he doesn't.
Chaipan have no contact with the Order of Wormsbane. The others might, though I'm not sure. Depends on how much surface knowledge they had when they were captured. Especially since the Order of Wormsbane is very secretive, and typically you only know that they exist if you're already wealthy and powerful. Like, you find out that they exist after climbing up the ladder of the Merchants Guild, you know?
Mm.
So,
yeah, I doubt if the Damocos would have heard of him.
Yeah. Whisper to Damocos and Amira, I have a few issues with this guy.
On the Mars thing?
Such as?
Well, the first main issue is the fact that he was capturing intelligent creatures.
Okay.
Mermaid are basically like cousin kin to me.
Yeah, the fact that one of them was a merfolk definitely could be a problem for you, yeah.
And then the Cambions were obviously some kind of fiend.
Yep.
And they didn't disintegrate when they died, so he has homegrown Cambions.
Yup. Born and raised right here in the material plane.
So I really don't like that, because that just violates so many things with a paladin.
Yeah, given that you're a watcher, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But these are naturalized fiends. They're native.
They're still fiends.
Oh boy. And Blood Dancer might be possessed, yes.
Let's get going, guys.
Mm-hmm. Go on the trail.
Let's go before anything else happens.
Hot on the trail of
Trail
those
the masked
monsters.
man.
Yep, and the masked man, yeah. Where are you going to search first for this masked man? What leads are you going to follow up on?
I think it probably have to go down to the pub. I think that's probably the best place to go.
Of course. Perfect. Who else is going to know besides the tavern keepers?
Exactly. Yeah.
Perhaps some of the
Probably
folks
was in there boasting about it and having drinks.
And you would know this because...
The word gets around. That's one of the first places I would hide.
Yeah. Alright. So you're heading to the Traveller's Rest Tavern?
I said he was probably in there. I didn't say I knew that he wasn't. He was probably in there boasting about it all. Right now, yeah.
Dancer will whisper
Pure speculation.
Blood Dancer will whisper as they're walking. I've literally lost a head today and been mind fucked. I would very much like a rest.
Alright. So
And
you're
the food
proposing
you drink, all
you're
that.
proposing that you drink, relax, and then take a long rest at the tavern.
That is what I was
yes.
suggesting.
Sounds like a good time.
It makes me worry that
The rest of the party in agreement? Big man, Amira?
Yeah.
Charlie mentioned actually happened, because at the time we were convinced that it didn't happen.
I know Rivers wants to go to the bath.
He wants his third level spell slots down.
He wants to what?
Yeah.
He wants his third level spell slots.
Fair enough. Amira is typing. Amira is not typing. Okay.
Hugs the Amira.
You make your way down the hill, back towards the town, and ultimately back towards the tavern. As you walk in through the tavern, you see that it's quite busy. Lots of people drinking. It's a jump-in place. A lot of the people that are in there are adventurers passing through, including the group that originally taunted Big Man. But something else draws your eye. A portrait above the mantelpiece. A portrait that shows you someone you cared for deeply that you left behind. Big man, who do you see?
It is back.
Big man would see his creator. What would his creator look like now? I should have given that thought. It would be a
gnome?
Yeah, it'd be a gnome. It'd be some. What sort of like creature would make him? That's the question.
A gnome.
A gnome, yeah. It'd be a gnome with like
a gnome artificer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
like with fayish features.
Yeah. Pointy ears, ridiculous mustache, no beard. Sideburns.
Yeah.
And goggles. Must have goggles.
Yeah, we've had a hell of a lot happen in the last few days.
Amira, when you look at this portrait of somebody you cared for deeply but left behind, who do you see?
Probably a bunch of different sized kobolds like me.
just your clan of kobolds. That makes sense.
Maybe in a rainbow. A red one, an orange one, a yellow one, a green one.
Nice. Damakos?
Damakos sees his two friends from home that he hasn't seen since he was captured by the Drow. So he would see
You'd see Oliver and Dodger.
Another different male tiefling called Chant.
Nice.
And a female human called Tula, who
Nice.
he grew up with on the streets.
Mm-hmm. A couple of street urchins and Rivers. Who would Rivers see?
I would say to even Rivers' surprise, instead of seeing Traveler Triton, he would see various gladiators from the houses.
Very cool. And last but not least, who did Blood Dancer care for deeply and leave behind?
I have an idea,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not sure if it would be canon to this world.
What's your
I mean, this timeline.
Go on.
Do you remember in the other timeline he managed to pull a certain lady?
Remind me.
Tanako's daughter, I think it was.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes, you had
Tends
been
to
flirting
visit
with
that clan. That
Yes.
that might be one of the reasons why.
That's the reason why that you are aware of. Yeah. So, yeah. So you'd see you'd see Tanako's daughter. That's perfect.
So he would see his girlfriend.
Yes.
And you just see him go all gooey-eyed as he looks at the picture.
Okay.
And he'll mutter, why is there a picture of my girlfriend there?
Mm-hmm. Um. There's Yeah. So after you've all well, do you say that out loud? Why is there a picture of your girlfriend there?
Yeah, he'll say that.
Okay. Given that Amira, you saw a bunch of kobolds that you knew personally, the fact that Blood Dancer asked, "Why is there a picture of my girlfriend there?" is a little confusing.
What?
How did Blood Dancer date all of your kobold friends? Likewise, Damakos. How did Blood Dancer date Tula? Etc.
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense. Yeah. Damocles knows well. Was pretty certain Tula's not from where Blood Dancer is from.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing as they grew up together, so yeah.
Same thing with my creator.
Yeah.
How did you date him?
How did you date him? What would you say to that, Blood Dancer, when Big Man says, "How did you date him?"
What are you talking about? My girlfriend's a she, and why is she in the picture? Why would I have dated your creator?
There's no one other there's only one person
in the
painting, and that's my creator.
Again, Amira, that's confusing because there's lots of kobolds in that picture. Maybe one of them could have been Big Man's creator, but probably not.
And there are two people. River sees two of them.
Yeah, I know. And Rivers actually says out loud, "Do you see what I see? It's all my champion brothers and sisters. Did you date one of them?"
Are they from my homeland that I spoke about a little while ago? Because maybe. Several lovers in the past year.
Oh dear.
I don't recall any of them being from that region, but you never know.
It occurs to Big Man that they may be all seeing something different.
Oh, it's a fancy painting.
Oh, it's a fancy painting.
Oh, it's just illusions. You needn't worry. We're all seeing different things.
Okay. Does that satisfy everybody?
Yeah, I think it is.
Seems bizarre though that we're all seeing different things. There must be magic in the picture. That's what Damocos thinks.
Mm-hmm.
He's got any way to check. But he's assuming the picture must be magic, because otherwise, how would we all see something different?
Mm-hmm. Bartender shouts, "Like the picture, do you?"
It's like maybe we should ask the bartender about it. Yeah, where did you get this from?
Bought it. Had it commissioned. A
From
bard.
who?
A bard painted it for me.
Bard?
It's nice, isn't
A
it?
bard painted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It shows everyone different things.
Yes,
You
it
all saw
does.
something different.
Yeah.
What do you see in it, Mr. Bartender?
I see a girl that I was pining for back when I was young. She seemed more interested in somebody else.
And you don't mind seeing that every day.
Oh, I don't see her every day. Sometimes I see my family. Or my sister. But right now, I see Giselle.
It can change. It can change depending. You can see different people now. I didn't realise that. That's damn
Well,
classic.
do you always miss the same people? From moment to moment? Or do you find as your mood changes that you...
I guess not. He goes back and looks at the picture again, and this time, because he's sort of deliberately thinking about it, he sees his grandmother.
Nice.
He's like, well, that's even more unlikely that Blood Dancer dated my grandmother.
Yeah, yes, it is. You mean still
Blood
pining
Dancer,
for?
did you go out with my gran? Yeah.
Now I want to see what everyone else sees.
But my girlfriend might be a little on the older side, but
Blood Dancer, because you mentioned the other lovers that you'd had, the next time you glance at that picture, you see someone else. Perhaps your first, the woman who popped your cherry and taught you acrobatics.
fun acrobatics. What's her name gonna be?
Xenia.
There's Xenia. Now she taught me some tricks.
So what can I get you? Says the bartender.
Oh, lots of beer.
The one with the X.
And, in case, Damaco's thing, in case the guy, asks if we have asked, I don't suppose you've got any, had any suspicious looking individuals come in recently, have you? Possibly wearing a mask?
Oh, yep, all the time. Every day. Someone else suspicious comes in.
This person had a mask.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't narrow it down. What kind of mask? Was it a full face mask? Was it just covering the lower half of their face? Was it covering their eyes?
What?
Did it
was
look like
covering their eyes, and I think it was black. Didn't get quite completely good look at it.
Were they a drow by any chance?
I don't know. It was dark and smoky, and there was some fire involved.
It probably was a drow. I know
Think of it sounds a bit like a drow.
The drow do often cover their eyes when they come to the surface because they find the bright light up here overwhelming. So they'll put a black scarf over their eyes. Allows them to see through it enough to diffuse the light. You know?
Yeah, I could have been a drow, possibly.
Every time I want to decide on a
Not
female
entirely
pilot,
certain.
Well, we did have a drow in here. He was actually, funnily enough, looking for some escaped prisoners that matched your description and the rest of your friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wouldn't have to know anything about that, would you?
Did this person leave their name?
No. No, we didn't. But...
Well, how are you supposed to contact them if you saw us?
He didn't say.
Sounds like a terrible spy.
Didn't say anything about him being a spy. What makes you think he's a spy?
I don't know.
Surely the fact that he's a drow with a
a
bandage over his eyes is a little too conspicuous to be a spy.
Possibly. Anyway, let's have some beer and
Aye.
we'll have a room for the night, please.
Perfect. I'll, one room between all of you, or do you want a room each?
Well, we just want beds, really, so how much for a room? Was it by the bed?
It's not by the bed. If you don't mind sharing the beds are pretty big, but you probably, if you all wanted to sleep in it, it would still be, a squeeze. But
okay, maybe we get 2 rooms then. 2 rooms.
Very well. So that'll be 4 silver, and that includes your that includes a drink each. But
Brilliant.
if you want any more than the 1 round, there'll be extra.
Okay, we'll stick with the 1 round for now, and Damocos will hand over the money. Because they have collected various amounts of money. They had some gold from their job they did in the necropolis.
Yep. And Blood Dancer still has. They don't have enough to buy a creature, but they still have money.
Hey guys, I'll cover it.
Gold is
I
gold.
want 2 of your best rooms, please.
Our best rooms.
Oh, Frankie.
Well, we'll need Electum for that. Got any Electum?
Electrum is a bit less than gold, isn't it?
Yes.
I have a bit of gold.
I'll take that, and I'll keep the, if you get any food or more drinks, I'll count it towards this gold, and I'll let you know when the gold runs out, okay?
Dancer is going to ask a question, so mentioned about who looking for someone?
There was a drow looking for some escaped prisoners that matched the description of your companions. They didn't mention you, I don't think. But
Nah, probably wouldn't have.
they did mention the kobold, the mechanical gnome, the tiefling, and the fishman.
How much would it cost to make you forget you ever saw these people?
Well, he was offering a measly reward, like 5 gold pieces for any information. If you can do better...
What if I offer you 20?
That will absolutely keep my lips sealed.
Hands over 20 gold.
Pleasure doing business with you.
You never saw them.
I have no idea who you're talking about. Sorry.
And Blood Dancer just looks at the group. Yee.
Great. Thank you.
Alright. So you drink, make merry, tell stories, go over some of the crazy adventures
daring
you
escape.
had. Celebrate having reached the surface. Get slightly annoyed that there are still drow looking for you. and eventually head to bed. Now give
I
him...
imagine.
Go on.
Oh, sorry.
Perfect.
Big man?
I
What are you trying to say?
imagine Big Man would have went up earlier just to mess around and think with eventually he'd come down with a a construct that's like in the form of a bear or like a dog.
You're going to make your steel defender.
Yes,
Make it a bear dog.
bear dog.
Bear dog.
Dog bear.
I say a bear dog because that's a real thing.
Dog bear, bear dog.
You've heard of an owl bear. Now get ready for a dog bear.
This is the Russian bear dog.
Yes, absolutely that.
He a bit mahusive.
Medium size.
Yeah, but look.
A scaled down version.
Like to do
I
performance
thought that was Belgian Malinois for a second there.
a Malamute.
Pardon?
There's also ones that literally look like teddy bears, like that.
Does look like a teddy bear.
Yeah, it'd be more like the dog bear.
Bear dog, the Russian bear dog.
That's it, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, they're bred to wrestle bears. That's why they look like that. Anyway, so, yeah, we can put a pin in it there, I think, with you long resting, and,
Can I quickly do a performance to see if I can earn some gold?
yeah, well, roll
Yay.
performance.
Let me just check my performance.
Oh, Damokos will join in. We can do
So-
a duo.
Blood Dancers is a +10, Damokos is a +12.
Oh.
And that one.
Damokos gets tomatoes thrown at them.
I broke my flute in half or something, possibly.
Nah, you just played off key.
It on my toe.
Something.
I rolled persuasion instead of performance. That should have been
Yeah,
3 higher.
+10. Yeah, that should have been a 19. Yeah. So anyway, you have a good time, and do you think you guys need to level up yet? I don't think that was a lot. That fight wasn't very tough, was it?
That wasn't a lot of XP.
No, not particularly.
Nah. And yeah, you freed a lot of creatures, negotiated with some pretty high level things, but yeah,
I cannot.
I think we'll wait. But anyway, I hope you guys listening have enjoyed this as much as we enjoyed playing. As I mentioned earlier, we do have a Discord server. We would love it if you could join us. And if you want to join a game, or even just support what we do and help us out, there's a Patreon as well. The lowest level is called the Emotional Support Goblin, and that gives you access to all kinds of cool stuff. And in the meantime, no matter what role you play, have a good game.